let's do a cheers to the Snobies and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
Be right again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Play Alberta Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. Let's crack a 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
Mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar. Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best. Game-winning goals and 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby, or the Nuge can play. Just make your way to the net. Stick on the ice and you're set. The Nuge will find you, baby. He was born to play.
Dry? Not.
Everly, safe to say the Nuge can play. Baby, oh, the Nuge can play. Along with
Dry? Not.
Everly, safe to say the Nuge can play. On the right track, baby, oh, the Nuge can play.
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Hyman of the Edmonton Oilers.
She's so tenacious.
Hope you guys enjoy it.
Revving up his engine, listen to the crowd just roar. No reason for tension, Zach is gonna shoot and score. Hyman's in the scoring zone. Right into the scoring zone. Signed for 7 years, now he's playing by McDavid's side. He's got you jumping out of your seat cause of that look in his eyes. Hyman's in the scoring zone. He'll take you right into that scoring zone. You know he's gonna score a few. Playing with Connor, it's a top line overload. You'll finally see what he can do. So raise your hands up as high as they can go.
That was a magician's secret.
His energy is contagious.
Playing with an edge, that's what you're gonna see. Taking the next step, cause he's no longer with the Leafs. Hyman's in the scoring zone. He'll take you right into that scoring zone. Hyman's in the scoring zone. He'll take you right into that scoring zone. Hyman's in the scoring zone.
6:08 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here this morning. We appreciate it. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in this morning. YouTube Trev is working on some stuff on the FM side of things. We are rolling on YouTube. If you're watching over there, hammer the thumbs up for us as well. I see a Bootski say, insert Pod Coles and Gold song here. You know what? If it did exist, that would have been the place. We would have played it right there.
I can search. I can bring it right up here in a couple of seconds.
Oh, look at you. You like that.
I'll send you the link.
Oh, yeah. Fire me the link. Send me the... Turn up my computer phrase. Yeah. All right, so Trev is in a FM radio, what do we call it? Flash lesson, instant lesson here. He's trying to get that sorted out with our crew over at Harvard. So if you're not able to hear us on the radio, that would be the reason why. They're going to try to get that sorted out. If you are listening on TuneIn or iHeart, we're at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. You can text us anytime. Oh, thanks, man. I'll definitely.
I tweeted it at you.
You tweeted it at me. I don't really do.
For the public, I didn't want the privacy of the email.
Is that even clean? Do you know if it's clean?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. Will loves it.
This is the Pod Coles and Gold song. So you could put the goal over top here.
Yeah. A friend with weed. You could reshape the lyrics if you so choose, or leave them.
A friend that's dressed in leather.
Friend in need's a friend indeed. A friend who'll tease is better. Our thoughts compressed, which makes us blessed and makes for stormy weather.
Pod Coles in.
Yeah, like you can sandwich it a bit. This is what you're working.
I probably tighten it up a little bit.
You have to bring that. It's
probably
all
tighten
about
it
the
up a little
course.
bit.
It's all about the course.
Yeah, I'm trying to tighten that up a little bit. Let's see here. Justin the Pizza Guy says, give us the Nuge song again. Why not?
You might as well. Let's play it 1,000 times.
Why not?
1,000 times.
All day today. We wrote this thing when he was just a little baby boy. The Nuge can play.
Can't grow a mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar. Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best. Game-winning goals and 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby. Oh, the Nuge can play. Just make your way to the net. Stick on the ice and you're set. The Nuge will find you, baby.
He was born to play.
Dry? Not.
Safe to say the Nuge can play. Baby, oh, the Nuge can play. Along with
Dry? Not.
safe to say the Nuge can play. On the right track, baby.
Oh, the Nuge can play.
Yeah.
Oh, the Nuge could play. You could really see he had it going from early in the game last night, didn't
Yeah, well, Horse Eyes texts into the Paris Drew Lose inbox, 780-218-9999. Of course, Nuge would score in game 1,000. You can see it in his eyes.
Eyes. You know what? I saw it in his eyes.
This was about the Nuge, wasn't it? Yeah.
Eyes. It's fun to watch his eyes. Eyes. And, he narrowed his eyes. He's been a horse. His eyes narrow. I saw it in his eyes. He loves his eyes. Eyes. It's going in the net. Horse eyes. People were highly critical of his eyes.
Got you.
His eyes narrow. Eyes.
Oh, it's one of those days, isn't it? God, that fires you up. Emotional watching the news get to game 1,000 yesterday.
It's going in the net.
Oh, it's going in the net indeed. Of course he's going to score right off the top. We should have bet Nuge first goal.
1,000 games, he put up with that. Like, that was a time.
Yeah.
Like, there's been lots of times and eras that the Nuge has been part of here.
It was perfect. How about, let's see here. I worked on this last night. This is a little segment we like to call Deep Nuge.
Ah, yes.
Deep Nuge. This was Nuge talking about if it really had sunk in last night for him.
I mean, obviously special, memorable, what the guys put together and the way they made this night a special night for myself and my family and friends was incredible and something that I'll never forget. And then obviously the fans out there, they're always electric, but the chants and stuff, that doesn't go unnoticed, so just a lot of appreciation.
Sorry. And then to go in there and rip one top shelf in 5 minutes. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I haven't scored in a couple of weeks too, and obviously fun to do that on a night like tonight. So yeah, I mean, it's like it is hard to put into words right now, but it was a lot of fun, and I thought the guys played great, and Ingo played outstanding, and I thought we just kept pushing and controlled the game for the most part.
All right, there you go. That's Deep Nuge after he celebrates 1,000 games. Congratulations to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The Edmonton Oilers back-to-back shutouts. Holy smoke. Actually, somebody texted in and said, where is it here? Back-to-back shutouts are great.
Yeah.
Back-to-back shutouts are great.
A couple of people calling now a scheduled loss tomorrow.
No way. Look, man, the Edmonton Oilers are smack dab in the middle of another Firehouse Subs hot streak. Hat trick brisket, medium, $8.99 in all of your Firehouse Sub locations because they've won 2 in a row.
Should get a free side as well if they're shutouts. Like there should
that would be good. That would be something to discuss with the Firehouse team. Here's a little note for you from Sportsnet stats. The Oilers earn shutouts in back-to-back games, with each being by a 5-goal margin for the first time since. Not since. First time ever.
Since ever?
First time ever. This is the first time.
I don't believe you.
It's a stat. I saw it on Twitter, so it's 100% legit. Oilers earned shutouts in back-to-back games, with each being by a 5-goal margin or more for the first time in franchise history.
Does that surprise you with some of the talent that's...
I'm surprised that like in the 80s they did, but you weren't a ton of shutouts back then.
Exactly.
But they scored 6, 7, 8 goal games there. So there's that as well.
You gotta love it. Yeah, you gotta love it.
Doing the ceremony was good.
Yeah, the ceremony was good.
The ceremony was good.
All of these things, like the Holloway Broberg return, nobody's talking about that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of good vibes on those back-to-back nights.
Were you at the Nuge game last night? And let us know if you were there. How awesome was it at the game last night? 780-218-9999. Let's lay out the show for you this morning. Trev is still trying to fix the FM feed, and he's working hard on it. He's going to save the day here. It's going to be big for you. The Nielson Show today and every day, brought to you by our partners at Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Weiss Johnson. If you get a Train furnace today, and then you say, hey, I think I'd also like to get an air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, or garage heater, if there's a deal on it. Well, and good news for you. 15% off any of those when you get a new Train furnace. Plus, no interest for 24 months. Visit Weiss-Johnson.com to book an estimate today. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be a dud. Be a stud on Valentine's Day with Paris Jewelers. West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, and of course, St. Albert Center online at parisjewelers.com. They're Canadian, and they are family owned. One of your text messages will end up winning the Royal Pizza. It's the text of the day. So we've got that going for us as well. Reed Wilkins, whoa. That has nothing to do with the show today. I just wanted to play that.
Might as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty catchy little tune.
Getting a little loose with the. It's given what happened on Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got a new computer now. The old one, keyboard completely gone after the tea spill. I had already worked on getting this one because the second monitor and the other one had. So now I'm a little more loosey-goosey here now. I got more access to things because it's all right in front of me.
The bookbinder of Alberta.
How about new?
I'm like, oh, data muncher? Num, 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 num.
You're talking.
I was talking about
that one.
Yeah. That was a good one. So, all right, let's lay the show out for you. Then we'll dive into some NFL stuff because we do have your Prolux Lighting morning after show coming up. So we're going to go right back to the hockey game. Trev, did you save the note? You didn't save it. I saw Trev running his fingers. It looked like he sat down and saved the day, and then I looked at him, and it was tough. All right, we got your morning announcements coming up. Prolux Lighting morning after show is on the way. Good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. That's coming up before 7 o'clock today. Darren Dreger will be our GS Construction hockey insider today. How about those dastardly Calgary Flames trading their best defenseman again to the Vegas Golden Knights again? And I think purposely doing it to just try to sewer the Oilers' Stanley Cup chances.
McCrimmon, you've done it again.
Clever move, Mr. Conroy. Clever move. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up. That's so good for the Italian Center. We're going to talk about a little guy you might have heard of before, the Nuge. We're going to go there around 7:30 today. Mike Tanier from the 2 Deep Zone. He's going to join us. He'll be by around 7:45 this morning. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. Gage will be by on the Firehouse Subs hotline, and then the wrap for William Huff. Trev, did you actually get it sorted out?
I did.
Oh, my God.
I think so. He's like, I just need to make sure everything's good. But he's like, I'm seeing the levels on my end now. So he's going to quickly check. And he's like, it should be good. So go get ready to press the green button. So
you're a genius.
He sent me to sit down now.
Okay. So, but you have to press it. No. You have to press during the update. Regular time. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Trev.
That's
Jake says 100%. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Jake from Harvard. Harvard Jake.
My hair.
Not to be confused with State Farm.
Yes.
Wasn't State Farm Jake a thing?
Yeah.
Anyway, we are now back on the FM radio here. Thank you very much for joining us if you're a little bit late.
What a rush.
If you missed it a little bit earlier, we totally played this. For all you FM listeners, I didn't want them to miss it.
That's a good point.
Right. It's the Nuge. Then we're going to get to this text from Jake.
Can't grow a mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar.
Nuge.
Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best. Game-winning goals and 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby.
Oh, the Nuge can play. We can play that all day long.
1,000 times.
Yeah, you're right.
We need to get up to 1,000.
What are we at? We're at 3.
Three.
All right, well, let's see what we can
pretty
do.
good pace, I mean.
Oh, my God. This is going to take forever. I wonder if I could just start it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
That's probably all we could do.
Or just have it going in the background throughout.
Anyway, Jake from Harvard, Texas, this is over on Cruise FM, says 100% good to go. Trev saved the day. Trev, tell us what was wrong. How did you save the day, my man? You got a full-blown sweat going
He's
here.
an Esty.
I don't know. It wasn't as difficult. What made it difficult is my phone just decided to die. I don't know what's going on with my phone right
that
now.
sucks
So
a big one. Horrible timing for that.
charging it right now. I don't know what the heck is going on there, but essentially it wasn't that difficult. It wasn't that difficult. It was kind of just finding the cords. There's a lot of cords back there.
Yeah.
So I had to, he's like, okay, so there's going to be one cord back there. And then I looked, I'm like, there's several cords. I'm like, which one? He's like, it's going to be gray. I have to unplug it. And it took me a while to find that because there's like 50 cords, man. I don't know which one I'm unplugging, and I want to be careful. So I unplugged that one, and then I had to press another button a few times.
Are you writing this down?
No, I'm not writing it down.
Because this is for the song. Well, these are the lyrics to the.
Yeah, this is this week's
I mean,
song.
get a repeat.
Trev saves the
Get all
FM
that
day.
down again. Yeah.
Trev,
the great
there was
chord.
a chord.
The chords.
And I didn't
the great
know
chord.
which chord.
The phone died.
That's
and on and on.
That's pretty. That was pretty good.
What a rush. Figure it out.
Okay, good
though.
for you, but I don't want to get too carried away or a crazy exaggeration on this, but I'm going to anyway. That's probably the closest you'll ever get to diffusing a bomb.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, man. Like there's so much wires. Which one?
Yeah.
Which wire do I cut? I don't know.
That's the sense I got.
Yeah, man, I was freaking out. So
think of the SD folder. You put Trevor defused a bomb.
Yeah,
and then the brackets just got. But FM is the header. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We'll do that.
Thing. And then in the details, we can explain the details later.
Yeah. You know what? We'll have to remember when we get to our Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment of the week.
Yeah.
I think it just happened.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it probably just happened.
Saved us, boys.
Hey, hammer the thumbs up for Trev saving FM radio. Have you heard other FM radio morning shows in this city?
Yeah.
Trev just saved us all.
Yeah.
So you had to have it.
There was a beep.
Well done, sir.
At the old place, we'd still be waiting.
Yeah. Somebody will get in around 8:30 to fix this.
You've created a ticket.
Yeah.
I did.
Bone says he suggests that you mark that chord, Trev, so you know for future reference.
Yeah. Well,
That's
now
not a bad idea.
I know the chord. It's the furthest one to the left.
Oh, well, easy peasy then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how come he just didn't tell you it's the chord that's furthest to the left?
Well, he didn't know that, and so I had to take a photo, but then I had to unplug my phone because it was going to die. So
See, so not only was he just deactivating a bomb, he was doing it over the phone.
Yeah, which is not even FaceTime. Like
I got a little something for you.
What? Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
Thanks, man. I love you too, I guess.
Thank you.
Mike texts in this morning. He says, Trev saving the day.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Mike. That's a good. I mean, that times out nicely. It's a pretty smart move there. All right. Let's finish laying out the show for you. Dregs will be by. Play Alberta early bird bet. That's a good. Mike Tanier, 2 deep zone. Kind of easy trivia. We are at 10-0. 3 questions too many. Gager's going to join us, and then the wrap for William Huff. 6 o'clock hour of the show brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Ewell, your power play specialist. They've got the gear you need for your next electrical project. With 3 Edmonton area locations, you can order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power, source for all things electrical. They also sponsor Reed's Reed on the GCL Diesel post-game show as well. Reed Wilkins every home game, hopping on with the boys. 12 away from changing 100. Nice start to a Monday show. Good vibes here today.
Should probably get to 1,000.
Good vibe. Yeah, I think so. I mean, definitely got to be 1,000 of something here today. Scuba Steve says, now if Trev could just save Greenland. Yeah, no comment on that today, but what a world we're living in, eh?
Keep it between the sticks.
Holy smokes. Yeah, exactly. Try to avoid crazy political takes. All right, let's get into your morning announcements. We got to dive in. There's so much to get to from the National Football League yesterday. A couple good texts, though, I want to get to, too.
Turnover one.
I didn't see a turnover one. This is a good one. Comes in Retro Oiler 99 EST in Auckland, New Zealand. And he's got his son with him. He's wearing his EST Nasty Club backpack.
Good day, mate.
My God, a conch to you guys. Hey, what about a didgeridoo for down under? Oh, this isn't the didgeridoo. This is just the old conch.
Oh. No, that's
the old conch. I guess, are you down under in New Zealand, or is that just reserved for Australia? Nobody really knows.
No. Say Tasmania. I'm sure it's all kind of the same.
It's all down there,
and isn't it? It's now summer there. Is that kind of how it works?
Probably.
It's a different.
I think that's
it's winter
probably,
here, summer there, type of thing.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the truth.
Good evening. Right. No, Cam had this one. Okay. Bills had 7 turnovers. 49ers had 4. Texans and Patriots each had 5, and the Bears had 4.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Imagine, Cam says.
Oh, the sloppiness. Hey,
you know where I'll leave it at that. I won't even utter the words.
Imagine NFL guy. If we're sitting here on a Monday morning after a Canadian Football League playoff weekend, and there were 4 teams with at least 4 turnovers.
Like great games, going to overtime, all that stuff.
Yeah, but thrilling games. But doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Sloppy football. Yeah. You don't even know ball.
If possession changes, 5 or 6 times during the final 2 minutes, that's...
I don't need that smoke. Andrea from Calgary texts in this morning. Paris Jewelers inbox is a big one. Good morning, guys. We were in a hot tub yesterday. Yes, Sunday afternoon. And my daughter asked me to put on the crunk version of Hot Tub Peekaboo. I was simultaneously proud that she thought of it and disappointed in myself for not thinking of it in such an obvious situation, especially since I randomly start singing it in places like the grocery store and the office.
Hot Tub Peekaboo!
Having some beers.
Hey, hot tub peekaboo.
Laughing so hard you just are in tears.
Hey, hot tub peekaboo.
Sunday afternoon, what should you do? Hop in the hot tub for some peekaboo.
Hot tub peekaboo, splashing around. Hot tub peekaboo, it's going.
All right, hot tub peekaboo. There you go. Yesterday, I was with Marshall's hockey team. And his head coach, Coach Sean, we're waiting for an elevator. And he looks at me and goes, the other day I had my fingers hurt stuck in my head. I was just like, what have we done? These grown-ass men walking around town and be like, hey, have you got my fingers hurt stuck in your head today? Yes, I do. We're going to come back around to the NFL with good, bad, ugly. But and we got to get going. We got sports update and stuff. Prolux Lighting morning after showing the game. But how you doing as a Bills fan? After that game.
Fine. We talked Saturday night.
I know, but how are you doing? By the way, thanks to everybody who came out.
Yeah.
To the GCL Diesel pre and post game at BP's.
Westgate was packed.
We basically the entire Westgate Boston Pizza Lounge. It was like a nasty party. There was one table in there that weren't with us. And those people must have been thinking, what the hell is going on in here?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was a great crowd.
It was like a mini nasty bash. It was like a mini winter nasty bash.
Saw a lot of old faces. Yeah. The first like post-Christmas New Year's kind of
It was a big one. It was a big one.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So we talked about it there a little bit, but did your opinion change on the interception late when Devontae Adams yesterday?
You saw it yesterday too.
I mean, that's the thing.
And I think there was one in one of the
Very
other
close to a
games
similar
as well.
play.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I mean, whatever.
His knee barely touched down, then the ball gets yanked down. And you know, I'll say this about
what's a football move? It was Devontae Adams yesterday that made a football move. He
went down on one knee and then he got stripped. And like it's a catch.
Football move.
I'm not too sure.
The definition of a football move is probably the most loose. Like there's who can
you imagine if there's this type of inconsistencies in the Canadian Football League? Hello?
Ooh,
hello,
baby.
And don't even get me started on the rules experts they have in the booth who don't know anything that's going on either.
Well, they just give you an opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's a football move. Based on?
I don't know, it's such a waste of time, in my opinion.
I'll say that, and to sum it up, I mean, you can't turn the ball over as much as they did.
No, you're right.
They were banged up coming into the game. It seemed almost every second play there was a Bill limping off the field anyways. Whatever. They as a first seed, needing overtime to beat, like, okay, I'll take it. Like you want to go far. I get it. Josh Allen, you're looking at this. Oh, this is his time. There's no other quarterbacks. He's not playing against Mahomes 1v1. It's not one of those situations. So yeah, you could argue Patriots will be a tough out. Texans defense was good. They couldn't. I mean, there are good teams left here, so it's not like the Bills just had a path paved for them. And again, given the injuries, the turnovers, Josh Allen didn't have his best game.
The NFL
Cook brought it though. The rushing, they did what they needed to do on the ground. They knew when they need to do. So
the NFL is at least, like, at most 3 years away from putting in coach review on PI. They are. They're going to do it. There's going to be a coach's challenge for pass interference. It's coming.
Congratulations to Bo Nix for throwing up those pop flies and getting the calls that they deserved.
All right, 780-218-9999. It is your Prolux Lighting Morning After Show. That is on the way next. And we'll get to our good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. One more conch to Trev, who saved the FM day. All right, if you are listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we're going to send you to a couple minutes of commercials and traffic with Pauline Higgins, and then you're going to be back with us, so don't go anywhere. If you are listening online today or watching online, we've got a sports update locked in here for Paramount Flooring. This January, Paramount Flooring wants to give you more with free premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit us in-store or online, ParamountFlooring.ca.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scored in his 1,000th game with the Oilers, turned out to be the winner, as Edmonton record back-to-back shutouts, defeating St. Louis 5-0. Connor Ingram, 27 saves. Zach Hyman, a pair of goals and an assist as well. Oilers back in action tomorrow, where they look to make it 3 wins in a row at home to the New Jersey Devils. Elsewhere last night, Tampa extend their point streak to 13 games with a 4-1 victory in Dallas. And Alex DeBrincat scoring in overtime, leading the Wings over the Sens 4-3. Detroit have won 6 of 7. 10 games around the NHL later tonight. Caleb Williams found Cole Kmet to tie things up with 18 seconds in the fourth, but it was the Rams over the Bears 2017 in overtime, advancing to the NFC Championship. Earlier in the day, the Patriots down the Texans 28-16. C.J. Stroud tossing 4 picks in the loss. Championship Sunday, 1 o'clock, Denver hosts New England. 4:30, it'll be the Rams visiting the Seahawks. College football's national championship goes tonight from Miami. Number 10 Miami up against number 1 Indiana. Kickoff 5:30. Luka Doncic and LeBron James combined for 49 points as the Lakers defeated the Raptors 110-93. 9 games around the NBA tonight. The Raptors are back on the court tomorrow night when they visit the Warriors. Over to the Australian Open, Denis Shapovalov and Vicky Mboko both advancing past the first round yesterday. Some injuries, though, for Canadians on both the men's and women's side. Felix Auger-Aliassime forced to retire in his match with Nuno Borges of Portugal. There appeared to be a left leg injury. Maria Stankusic, meanwhile, wheelchaired off the court with a leg injury in her first-round match against Priscilla Hahn. Later on today at 5, Leila Fernandez takes on Indonesia's Janice Jen in opening round play. Sports update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. This January, Paramount Flooring wants to give you more with free premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit us in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca.
I see a good thing rising. I see more goes on the way. I see Mick Nugent, it is frightening. I see greatness when they play. They scored a goal tonight. Well, Mick Nugent's quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right. I see their chemistry growing. I know this duo could be huge. I see the talent overflowing. I hope the Poho keeps a Nuge.
Oh, the Poho kept the Nuge, didn't he? Nuge is never going anywhere. Nuge will retire at Edmonton Oilers, move right into management, and then lead the team to Stanley Cups as a general manager for years to come.
Yeah, director of pro scouting or something.
Oh, God, I love it. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Dwayne from Tway texts into the Paris Jewelers inbox. Good morning, fellas. I rewatched Arlington Road yesterday. I had forgotten all about that one.
Rewatched?
Thank you for the movie recommendation, Dusty. Unlike Trev, I appreciate your recommendations.
Rewatched?
Huh. Last week when you did your beefs and I was your beef, Tammy said that when Elizabeth was going upstairs to get changed for school, she said to Tammy, she said, "You know what, Mommy? I have a beef with Trev.
Oh.
Yeah. So Elizabeth's beefing with you right now, buddy.
Oh, now I feel bad. I'll take it back,
You
Muzz.
should.
I'll take it back.
Major jerk move.
I'm
What can
sorry.
I say? All right, you can text us anytime. That'll get you into the Paris Jewelers inbox. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. We got a Popeyes drop on the way coming Thursday morning for the crew here. So that'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. 3-piece bone-in chicken right now. It's more than you can eat. I mean, it's a massive, massive food order. 3-piece bone-in chicken. You're gonna love it. Marinated for 12 hours, hand battered, and it'll fill you up. It's delicious. Check out any of the Popeyes locations. All right, good, bad, ugly still to come here. Let's get into your morning after show. It's a Prolux Lighting morning after show.
There's something happening here. The Oilers look a lot better this year. Another win, put 2 points on the board. Telling me your faith is restored. I think it's time you stop. Listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show. This year's team's looking strong. Connor and Leon, they can't do no wrong. 6 o'clockers are losing their minds. Getting so many messages on the text line. Think it's time you stop. Listen, here we go. Wake up with the morning after show.
Doom, doom, doom. It's your Prolux Lighting morning after show. They've got all of Alberta covered. Simplifying lighting with service you can count on. It's like flipping a switch on lighting, right? Oh, a clapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also sell clappers. Actually, I don't know if they...
Is that still
I'm betting they probably don't sell clappers, but if Branko or Hugh or anybody over at Prolux are listening, you should probably start selling clappers.
Clap on.
Clap off.
Clap on.
The clapper.
That was a huge deal, right?
We had a clapper.
Cutting edge.
We had a clapper in our double wide trailer on the farm. Of
course.
And we sat around as a family and just stared at it and clapped. And was like, this is incredible. And then we plugged our Christmas tree into it. And then you could clap your tree on and off.
Clap.
It was so good. Anyway, covering all of Alberta, visit Prolux.com today. How about this text? Longtime listener, first time texter. I was at that table at BP's. What a group. He was at the table that wasn't a table that we knew. Zoob in a water truck. Epic handle, by the way.
Hell of a handle, yeah.
Zoob in a water truck, texting in for the first time. So there was even listeners at the table that we didn't know. It was a great night. It was a fun time. It made me really look forward to the playoffs. Hey, because like almost every playoff game's like that with the crew. Like,
Are they saying Nuge? No, we're saying Zoob.
We're playing Zoob. I think that one table over there is just chanting Zoob. All right, the Edmonton Oilers with their second consecutive back-to-back shutouts.
Inconceivable.
Right? You would have never thought that.
Looking to make it 3 wins in a row Tuesday.
Inconceivable.
Trev fixed FM radio this morning.
Inconceivable.
All right, let's get into it. Your EST big moment that happened. What are you going with?
The Nuge goal
Has to be the Nuge goal.
And it stands to be the winner.
Impossible. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like you had some distance to go, 5:55 in, but no, it was written in the stars. It felt like a night. Even before that goal, it felt like one of those testimonial nights where it's like, come see the Oilers take on the firefighters, and money goes to charity and all this stuff. And it's just one of those nights where it's kind of not scripted, shall we say, but this was a neat. The wave was out in full force.
Of course,
nobody complained. Like
I wouldn't have complained if they started the wave after Nuge's goal.
No, exactly. Like it just had a feeling as one of those nights. The ceremony was great. You could say that is a big moment, but yeah, the goal fitting. Great shot by him, 5:55 in, and it stands throughout the game as your winner. Not just the shutout, but the winner for him too. So,
do you know how big of a-holes we would have to be to pick a different moment?
Well, the Mangiapane goal is pretty big for him.
Shut your mouth. than the Nuge goal. Like, it had to be the Ryan Nuge. There was no other option.
Well, let's just go. The warm-up as well, I thought was pretty funny
when
from
they
the
all
team.
went over
They had the baby powder and the stretching and all that.
I thought it was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
It was good.
Take your pick.
That was nice.
Maybe even the wave is your moment.
This text comes in, no handle on it. Maybe a 95.7 Cruise FM listener. Thank you very much if you are. Tell your friends. Morning, guys. Do you know the last time the Oilers had back-to-back shutouts? I can't seem to remember the last time.
Great question.
Well, didn't Skinner have 3 shutouts in 4 games in the playoffs? In Dallas? Against Dallas?
What was what was the stat you brought up earlier?
Well, this was the first time in
how many goals?
Yeah, this is the first time in franchise history that the Oilers gone back-to-back shutouts, scoring 5 or more goals in both of their games. They've never done that before. This might be the best team they've ever had, I guess.
Missing one of the best players as well.
Yeah, and thoughts and prayers with Leon and his family, and hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later. Super stat of the night. 1.000.
Well, what is that? That's 1,000.
But
it's funny how it both works out.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
oh, yeah, geez. Because of the 1,000 games.
1.000. 1.000. 1.000. What?
I can't believe this is even a sentence. You know what? we've been doing the Nielson Show. When did I come here? In 2009? So the Nielson Show's been in Edmonton for 16, almost 17 years. I don't know if I've ever come on the air on a Monday and gone, which shutout was more impressive? This is really weird.
People saying this is Skinner and Campbell, 2022.
Okay.
Back-to-back shutouts.
Back-to-back shutouts. There I am trying to paint Skinner for something he wasn't. Sorry, everybody.
I'd like to see Campbell get a little love there, too.
Any other stats hop off the page for you?
Curtis Lazar extends his. He's got points back. Look, the Hyman again making his case, banging on the Olympic door. Like, me in.
Nobody in the National Hockey League has scored more goals than Hyman since December 11th. Not an American, not a Swede, not a Finn, not a Russian, not any of those 5 players who play in the league from Slovakia.
An Uzbek.
And no other Canadian. Zach Hyman has the most goals in the league in the last month and a little bit. And once again, you're going to tell me he's not in consideration to replace somebody if Canada deals with some injuries? Please.
He's making a great case.
You're a fool if you don't believe that. Like, come on. That was nice. Tough to see Kapanen banged up. Now they said it's not going to be a long-term issue, so that's good news.
Not like before, yeah.
Can I throw this at you? No, it's game script. I get it. Maybe a little bit of it is not having Leon there, probably a lot of it, not having Leon there to rely upon so heavily. Matty Savoy played over 18 minutes last night. Ike Howard played almost 15 minutes last night. Now, no Draisaitl, and then Kapanen goes down. For those of you who are wondering about the roster, they don't really have any room to call anybody up. So I'd expect against New Jersey for them to go with an 11-7 look. Regula skated yesterday morning with the 2 goalies. I know that because we were there.
You watched him with your own eyes.
Like our kids, Marshall's hockey team, we had this whole morning skate experience where you go. So his team yesterday, we went down to the rink, gave us a little bit of a tour, and then we're supposed to watch the morning skates. The Blues had an optional. Bennington was out there, Hofer was out there, and there's about 11 guys. And then the others come out. It was Regula and then Ingram and Pickard and 3 coaches. And the kids were still eating it up. I mean,
You mean they saw Peter Aubrey?
Couldn't believe it. Our little young goalie was like, I think that's a goalie coach. No, it was. They still had it. They still had a pretty good time. But Regula was out there yesterday getting a little bit of a work in. So I would think they probably go 11-7. Podkolzin goal and assist +3 last night as well. Yep. And how about the McDavid assist on that Podkolzin goal? The one thing that maybe I'll come back around to with the 38 star. 3 stars last night. Could have been Nuge just because.
I thought they were going to do that. Usually that's always how it is. Eh?
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins first star. Zach Hyman second star. Connor Ingram with the shutout. the third star of the hockey game. Who's your fourth star last night?
Give me a Vasily Podkolzin.
Yeah.
Again, bumped up to that line now, +3, had the goal and the assist. Had a pretty decent night as well in Vancouver the night prior. So you got to love when somebody comes out of the lineup for whatever injury or otherwise, and he's making the most of it right now. I know a few people in the Nasty Chat or in the Paris Jewelers inbox saying, does McDavid give him back?
He's mine now. Well, look, maybe. No, when Draisaitl's back.
We're jesting here, but
when Draisaitl's back, Nuge will go back there, whatever.
Yeah.
However, it could be like it opens up another sort of option if they want to run Nuge as a center as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Podkolzin can kind of click
This
with both
shows
of
you
these
what you
guys.
got in case.
It's weird how Podkolzin's strategy of working hard and going to the net pays off when you play with guys like Draisaitl and Connor McDavid.
We've cracked the code.
Yeah.
It's only taken this
38th star of the game last night. Binnington allowed 5 goals on 28 shots.
Yeah, speaking of Olympics,
not good. However, this other super stat I wanted to get to, because this guy was -2, had 3 giveaways, and played almost 25 and a half minutes. And who is that, you ask? Recently signed a new contract there. Philip Broberg. Broberg played almost 26 minutes.
Roby.
The rest of the Blues blue line, Cam Fowler, 1750. Logan Mailloux, 15 and a half. Parayko was -3, 1952. Justin Falk played 2043, and Tucker played 1354. But Broberg played 25-27. My goodness, that's a lot of ice time for that guy.
Holloway as well, -2 with 12:45 on the ice.
Yeah, those guys were combined -4 last night. I still think losing Holloway was poor asset management, but
just given that,
yeah, I have it for
ain't nobody talking about them today.
Oh, I just did.
Well, I know, but not in a glowing
not
fashion.
in a glowing fashion. Yeah. All right, let's get to your bright light of the night.
It's the bright light of the night. Music Rolex, lighting the light. The bright light of the night.
Changing 100. Prolux Lighting and Controls. Bright light of the night. It's got to be the Nuge. I know Ingram, but it has to be the Nuge. Game 1000, scores early on. And we're going to dive into what I think is a rather remarkable and unbelievable conversation that we're going to have about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins around 7:30 this morning. For that's so good for the Italian Center. But congratulations to the Nuge. Hell of a career. I know you got a lot of cool stuff last night. The silver stick, the little mini stick for his kid, and the kid that's on the way, that print that they got him.
The shirts.
The pucks, the stacked big pucks with the Nuge on there, and then the icing.
The ice was
but I still think it's pretty cool for you to have this 3D printed Prolux Lighting and Controls Bright Light of the Night Championship Trophy. So congratulations to you, good sir. All right, that's your Prolux Lighting Morning After Show. They cover all of Alberta. Visit them at prolux.com. All right, boys, let's dive into our good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. No shortage of things to discuss. If you would like to play along, feel free. 780-218-9999. Your good, bad, and ugly from the weekend. Here's another text trickling in this morning.
Royal Pizza.
Nuge isn't just good; he is great.
That works.
That's a nice one too. There's a little bit of extra Nuge love today. It'd probably go a long way in the old battle for the Royal Pizza text of the day. All right, Rick, what's your good from the weekend?
Boston Pizza Westgate, Saturday night.
Yeah. Fun time.
It was really good. And it was the first kind of one, as I mentioned earlier, post-Christmas, post-New Year. We can get out, mix it up with the Nasties. I mean, I was having that Monday, Thursday at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge, which
you're getting
the next
to it.
time we do this will probably be Super Bowl,
yeah.
which is coming up as well. Book your tickets and your seat today. But yeah, it was a good time. Even though I was told to sit down, and I sat down, and then I didn't really get up after the fact. But even still, it was good. I looked over, and I saw a lot of people over there having fun, and I was like, man,
Sounds like a good time.
That's cool.
I had fish bowls.
Yeah.
I hadn't had a fish bowl in 15 years. Actually, no, it's a lie. 3 years ago, hockey tournament, small town, Boston Pizza. for some reason, had a fishbowl that night.
And
But I don't get fishbowls
the
very
chicken
often.
you had teriyaki or
I had nope, they didn't have,
nope, you're told.
What did I end up having? Oh, Thai. I wanted the Thai all
the
meat
Thai,
bites anyway. Yeah. No,
So it was a great night. It was a good night.
Yeah, it was a pretty good night. There was one guy that didn't show up. Hernan Salas. I told him he's going to get toasted.
Well, you went because of him.
Last Monday or Tuesday, Hernan comes to me and goes, hey, Dahmer and EJ are coming out. We're going to go to BP Saturday night. You should come. So then I start laying the groundwork with Tam. I'm like, hey, Saturday night, I think I might pop by the BPs. Dahmer's coming out with Hernan. And then you start to get a vibe later in the week that Hernan was already trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
sure enough,
sciatica.
What time did old Hernan text me on? And then he tries to act like he shouldn't be roasted. I said, what are you talking about? We called this on the air that you were gonna bail on the night.
He knew the Niners weren't going to do it. Like, he knew that game was kind of in the bag.
Yeah.
Like, you could have just left there at the, because what was one of the many excuses was it's too late. Was that mentioned?
No. What's 9:43 Saturday night? He texts me and he blames it on his other buddies. This isn't a real good buddy move.
Oh.
He says Dom and EJ don't want to go. Sorry, I said I blanking knew it.
What if they don't want to go? You can still go.
He goes, I tried, man. They say it's too far.
Too far.
Text Dom. I said, classic Dahmer. Now you're going to get roasted on Monday because of it. He goes, why? I said, because we called this on the air.
Why?
I said, it's tough to see your buddies put you in this spot. He says, well, I can't leave them. Although he did say on Friday he would just leave and come. And then he says, I said, understandable, but you're still going to get torched. And then at 12:30, later that night, 3 hours later, he texts me and says, love you, buddy. And I replied, I said, love you too, but you're still getting torched on Monday. So he's actually on Oil Stream with me today.
Ooh.
So he's got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
Trev, what's your good from the weekend?
It has to be Nuge 1000. That was sick.
That was so cool.
That was awesome. I remember watching his first game against the Penguins, watching that goal. Feels like yesterday. I was in Manitoba watching that one, actually. And that was good. I love the video tribute that they had at the beginning. A little surprised Halsey wasn't on there. They had Ebbs, Schultz,
We're
Petrie.
watching it with the kids. And
I was like guessing. I was like, I wanted more. Like, and that I was kind of. I wish I had more players. Like, I don't know,
the only player that I was surprised wasn't on there was Taylor Hall.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the Taylor Hall thing to pop up, and it didn't. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome. It was fitting. Obviously, he scores in his 1000th game. That was awesome. And then with a few minutes left, 4 minutes, Nuge and Hopkins. A chance.
Great chance.
Yeah,
that was great.
I know.
I absolutely loved it. Like
He
Draisaitl.
commented on after too. He said those don't go unnoticed. That's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Like Draisaitl, McDavid. I don't think I've ever heard the crowd yell their names, but they yelled Nugent Hopkins' names. So that was so
What is it, soccer?
They love the Nuge. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
love
So good show for the Oilers fans. That was good.
Ryan texts in and says, when the Nuge lifts weights, the weights get in shape.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Sure.
That's a good one.
You have to rerun Deep Nuge again this morning at some point.
Oh yeah. We'll
Please.
get back around to the FM crew didn't hear it earlier.
I know.
We'll have to get back around to it. That's a good one.
I missed that bit.
My good was the vibe on Saturday night. It was a good time.
Electric.
All right, let's get to our bad from the weekend. What are you going with, buddy?
Well, I feel as though I left Boston Pizza Westgate a little too early on Saturday night.
Yeah, what time did you? And you didn't ghost. I know everybody comes over. They're like,
what do you mean?
No, I know. I'm defending you. You came to me. You're like, hey, buddy, we'll see you later.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
but you were sitting with me.
I was
weren't
sitting with you.
Yeah.
But when you went to walk out, you grabbed my shoulder. You're like, see you later, man.
Okay.
That's the only reason.
Well, because I knew you were with me, and then you went over to the other table. But I didn't go over to that last supper table and give everybody a kiss on the cheek.
People kept coming out to me after and going, oh, I see the Irishman's goodbye with Lieutenant Eric. I said, he said goodbye to me.
But did they see me leave?
I don't know.
I don't like being seen leaving.
No, I'd like
to just kind of
you.
poof.
I was defending you.
I want to find ways to get out through the back somehow.
Should have stuck around a little bit though. It was,
I know. I
ended
don't
up
know
being
why.
a late night.
Well, I got home and my wife, she's like, what are
you doing here?
What's this? I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Because it was 6-0, and I was like, okay, well, this is, and I don't know why I felt that way. I'm like, this is over.
So did you leave before the third?
Yeah, well, I left after the period because I'm like, what am I thinking? Being like, who cares if it's over on the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Like, what did that have to do with my having a good time?
It was
right?
a good time.
Yeah. So, anyways, but no, I had my fill, I guess. But that was my bad. I would have liked to have.
Trev, what's your bad from the weekend, buddy?
For the first time ever, boys, I've got an NFL bad.
What?
Let's go. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So it's no secret. Joined the station. Big hockey fan and football. It was something None of my buddies were ever big football fans growing up. So ever since
Bunch
I've
of
been,
idiots.
yeah, a little bit. But this year I've consumed more CFL and NFL. In my entire life, and
should
it's
be
been
your
awesome.
good.
Yeah, that should be my good. But I'm going bad because I messed up the early bird parlay.
Yeah, you did.
I had the Bills winning, and I'm sorry about that, LT. But also, CJ Stroud. I was like, I'm pretty new to football, and when I was watching the highlights, they post the stats. I'm like, oh, that's pretty bad what he was doing. And then I go on Twitter. I was like, some of the worst start in NFL history bad. I was like, oh, geez, like that's awful, man. So 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown, just over a quarter. Yeah,
they said his his quarterback rating would have been better if he just spiked the ball every single time.
Yeah, man, that was terrible.
Norman at Combine DM'd me, and he's like, "Man, this is stressful." I think the Texans are up like 10-7 at that point.
Yeah,
I'm like, "You got this." And then everything just went to Went to hell. Well, you're not playing the Steelers.
Yeah,
this is a different tune.
beast there.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm gonna go to the effort that DJ Moore put in, and the overtime interception that Caleb Williams threw. Like, yeah, it was picked off, but he was throwing it, and DJ Moore just let up.
The Rams' defensive back was acting like the receiver on the play.
And DJ Moore just sort of strolled into it.
Yeah.
If DJ Moore is on his horse, he can at least make a play on that ball. So instead, we look at it and go, oh, Caleb Williams, 3rd interception of the game. And, I mean, that one play that he made to tie, I mean, that was ridiculous.
He sprinted backwards like 20 yards.
It was 26 yards, and it was the longest completion behind the line of scrimmage in like 20 years or something like that. But the DJ Moore effort on that play is just simply unacceptable. They got to move on from DJ Moore. You got Odunze, you got Burden, you got Loveland. You don't need DJ Moore. And if he's going to put in efforts like that in that moment, I'm sorry. That's bad.
It wasn't even the break. His whole route was a jog.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's just, and there was a huge open spot on the field. All he had to do was sprint there, and Williams finds him, but he didn't. What's your ugly?
Hernan not showing up at Boston Pizza Westgate Saturday night.
That's a big ugly, man.
I, too, like you, enjoy partying with him. It doesn't happen too often. It used to happen more often, but now he's old now, and he talks about all that. But no, I was, and not just him. I was looking forward to seeing Dom and he, like, I know the whole trio of them. That's a great trio. It's a strong trio. I will take 2. I'll even take one of them. But having the possibility of having 3 go there and show up, that's kind of why I went. And maybe that's why I left after 2.
It's the main reason I was going to. Trev, what's your ugly from the weekend?
Yeah, just quickly, the Rasmus Anderson trade.
We're going to get into that with Dreger coming up here.
Yeah, absolutely. More for like just a Flames point of view, I'd be ticked with the return that I got. And then when I think about it, that definitely does help out the Vegas Golden Knights, who the Oilers could very well see in the playoffs. So it's kind of ugly, but if you're a Flames fan, getting what you got, it's pretty ugly.
My ugly is, I was going to go with CJ Stroud, but you got CJ Stroud already. Just the inconsistency in the NFL this past weekend. Like, even in the Bills-Broncos game, there was a PI in the end zone that wasn't called.
During regulation. That if you put side by side with the one that was called to basically put them automatically into a win, there was no difference. Like, I'm sorry. It was a bad weekend for NFL officiating. That would be my ugly from the weekend. All right, if you want to chime in, 780-218-9999. 6 o'clock hour has been brought to you by our partners over at eWell. They are your power play specialists. Check them out, ewell.ca. Hour number 2 looks a little something like this. Darren Dreger will be our GS Construction Hockey Insider. Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up. That's so good for the Italian Center. And then Mike Tanier for a deeper dive into everything that happened in the NFL over the weekend. He's going to join us around 7:45 today. So lots to get to. If you are listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, please tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio, this time better than ever on the FM dial. We're going to give you a couple minutes of commercials and traffic, and then boom, you're right back with us. Don't go anywhere. If you're listening online, we've got a sports update for you, brought to you by Expedia Cruises. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. Oilers with back-to-back shutouts over the weekend as they defeat the Blues 5-0 last night from Rogers Place. Of course, the night involving Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in his 1,000th game as an Oiler. He would open the scoring, and that goal turning out to be the winner. Connor Ingram, 27 saves, meanwhile, as well for Edmonton, who are back on the ice tomorrow, looking to make it 3 straight wins when they host the New Jersey Devils. Other action yesterday, a pair of games. Alex DeBrincat scored in overtime, leading the Wings over the Sens 4-3. Detroit have won 6 of 7. And the Lightning extend their point streak to 13 games with a 4-1 victory in Dallas. 10 games around the NHL tonight. Caleb Williams finding Cole Kmet to tie things up with 18 seconds left in the fourth, but it was the Rams prevailing over the Bears 2017 in overtime. Earlier in the day, the Patriots downing the Texans 28-16. Drake May, 3 touchdowns. C.J. Stroud, 4 interceptions. Championship Sunday goes at 1 o'clock when Denver hosts New England. The Rams will visit Seattle at 4:30. College football's national championship goes tonight from Miami. The number 10 Hurricanes take on the top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Kickoff 5:30. Luka Doncic and LeBron James combined for 49 points, leading the Lakers over the Raptors 110-93. 9 games in the NBA tonight. The Raptors back in action tomorrow night when they visit the Warriors. Over to the Australian Open, where Denis Shapovalov and Vicky Mboko both advancing past the first round yesterday. A couple Canadian injuries as well, as Felix Auger-Aliassime forced to retire in his match with Nuno Borges of Portugal with a left leg injury. On the women's side, Maria Stankosic wheelchaired off the court with a leg injury in her first-round match with Australia's Priscilla Hahn. Later today at 5, Leila Fernandez will take on Indonesia's Janice Jen in opening round play. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
Mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar. Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best. Game-winning goals and 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby. Oh, the Nuge can play. Just make your way to the net. Stick on the ice and you're set. The Nuge will find you, baby. He was born to play.
Dry? Not.
Everly, safe to say the Nuge can play. Baby, oh, the Nuge can play. Along with
Dry? Not.
Everly, safe to say the Nuge can play. On the right track, baby, oh, the Nuge
No, the Nuge can play about 1,000 games. Am I right? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 1,000 games.
Yeah.
Oilers with the back-to-back shutouts. Darren Dreger is going to join us here momentarily. We're going to lay out the second hour of the show for you in just a moment. You can text us anytime. The Paris Jewelers inbox. One of your text messages will end up winning the Royal Pizza text of the day. Bobby LaFrench texted and says, guys, I actually like Rasmus Andersson to Vegas better than one of the big three in the Central. All roads to the finals go through one of them. The others can beat Vegas with or without Rasmus Andersson. So that's one way to look at it.
Okay, sure.
That text in from Bobby LaFrench. The Nielson Show today and every day brought to you by our partners over at Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Get a new Train furnace today, and you'll get 15% off any additional mechanical system. So air conditioner, heat pump, hot water tank, garage heater, 15% off those, plus no interest for 24 months. Visit weiss-johnson.com to book an estimate today. 7 o'clock hour. Be a busy one. We got Drags. Then we'll do your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the day. Then, that's a good for the Italian Center. And then Mike Tanier from the Two Deep Zone is going to join us to recap everything that happened in the National Football League over the weekend. 7 o'clock hours brought to you by GameSense. Win gambling. Set a budget before you play. Stay informed to visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. All right, Darren Dreger is our GS Construction hockey insider this morning. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities and work alongside incredible people, helping Edmonton grow for over 50 years. Visit gsconstruction.ca for more details. And he joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline today. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins last night, Dregs, celebrating his 1,000th National Hockey League game. He scores early in the game. The place goes crazy. And I was thinking about it last night. Like if you were to look up going about your business in a dictionary, I feel like there'd be a picture of the last 15 years of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, wouldn't there?
Yeah, for sure. And just to back it up a little bit, how about the warm-up? I mean, that was fantastic. Yeah. And I sorry, I didn't scour through all the clips and whatnot in post-game. I mean, who's the architect of that? I mean, there had to have been one individual, whether it's McDavid or somebody else, who said, hey, yeah, we need to do something, but let's get creative here. Let's think a little bit outside the box.
It was funny.
And I mean, that's not something that just happens organically, right? I mean, they would watch Nuge and his warm-up routine and all that. They've seen it 1,000 times. So it's probably not that hard to mimic. But for everyone to execute it in the fashion that they did,
straight-faced as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They sold it really well.
Yeah, when they went over to do the baby powder thing, they were all just like, like all business. So it was perfect.
And RNH is standing at the bench, right? And he's doing what he always does. And then he finally clicks in. Okay, I get it now. Oh my God, I watched it 5 times. That's sensational. I love that kind of stuff because so often, we chirp NHL players because they're so guarded and they don't have personality. Yeah. All right, well, they don't have to stand in front of the cameras and the microphones and tell jokes. You have to take what you can get. And in this case, just a tremendous show of support. And look, I mean, that's the acknowledgement of a player who's been incredibly important to this organization for a long, long time. As I'm watching it last night, I'm thinking to myself, historically, when you think of the best complementary players, and at times Nuge has been a star in the National Hockey League. He has, and his numbers would back that up. But he's so comfortable in the role that he can and is expected and almost always plays, right? There are nights where he's the star of the game. And then there are other nights where, all right, oh, geez, that was a quiet 2 points. Yeah. Or he makes a real good play defensively or any of that. Historically, when you look at the great Edmonton Oilers teams, it wasn't always about Gretzky and Messier and Coffey and Curry and Anderson and go down the list. I mean, we could sit here all day and talk about, all the impact players. You have to have high quality support guys. And that's, for me, what Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is. He doesn't get enough credit across the NHL. He does in your market because you guys can appreciate what he brings to the team on and off the ice. Just as important. Off the ice is just as important as on the ice. But it's nice when good guys like Nuge get recognized for what they've accomplished. But the end of this for me is, damn, I'm getting old.
I know.
I can remember this guy getting drafted, and I'm like, holy Jesus.
Yeah, I was there at his draft covering it for the old radio station in 15 years. Come on, man. I got that feeling last night when I was sitting there watching the ceremony with my wife and my kids. And when I went to cover that draft, my wife and I hadn't even been married yet. And it was just my God.
And Rashog had a full flow back then.
The bald spot had not yet emerged. You're right. That's true.
Obviously, Nuge and 1,000 overshadows. I mean, we could talk about goaltending. I mean, it's back-to-back shutouts now for the Oilers. I wanted your thoughts, too. Zach Hyman, a quiet 2 goals and an assist, continuing to knock on that Olympic door. What else does he have to do at this point, Darren?
They need a couple guys to get injured. That's what he needs.
I guess, eh?
Yeah, so do you guys as a media gaggle have this massive group chain that you all fire back and forth? Because I get a text from Ryan Rashog last night. I'm just cleaning up, watching the Rams and the Bears game. Yeah. And, now I'm waiting for the post game to see how sour and disappointed the Bears are and all of that stuff. Ding! there's Ryan Rashog. And well, hold on. Let me see if I can read it for you guys. I mean, is essentially, Eric, what you just said.
We as a market, I will say this: we do love Zach.
Yeah. He goes. This was at 10:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hyman playing his way into the mix. 17 goals in his last 20. So that's what I get from Ryan at 10:45 Eastern.
Most
my
goals in the
response
league
was,
since
December
11th. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it's and people want to automatically gravitate to the relationship and the chemistry with Connor McDavid, right? And go, well, we could see that on the Olympic stage. Why can't Doug Armstrong and Hockey Canada brass see that? And of course they do. But again, I guess what I'm reminded of is what Doug Armstrong said when they unveiled the master list of the roster. A couple of weeks back, and that was if there's an injury, inevitably there will be injuries. Our plan is to replace that player with a similar type of skill set, a similar player. Okay, so now we're talking about Braden Point. Is he going to be back in time? Unlikely, doubtful, I would say. And so then you look at, okay, well, in terms of the reserve list, and you're looking at Wyatt Johnson, you're looking at Sam Bennett, you're looking at Mark Scheifele, maybe Connor Bedard. And I would say that Zach Hyman, yes, has played his way into the conversation. But when we were about to go to air, I asked somebody involved in the decision-making process on that Wednesday, was Hyman ever seriously in the conversation? And I was told, no, not really. Now, that was then, and this is now. Mm-hmm. And time can change. And there's a healthy respect for how Zach plays the game.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's a workhorse out there, right? And he does a little bit of everything, and the majority of it he does very, very well. I can't imagine that he's not in the conversation, but if we take management at its word, and Ray Ferraro talked about this on the podcast last week, Wyatt Johnson is probably the best replacement if you're talking about a skill set to Braden Point. Not saying that's the direction they're going to go. If they do, would it be viewed as a double snub on Sam Bennett? The good thing is Zach still has runway left. So does every other player that's on this reserve list. They don't have to make any decisions until they're about to get the games going in Italy. So he has to be playing his way into the conversation. I just if they stay true to form 1-1, then for me and for many others, including Ray Ferraro, Wyatt Johnson would be a better fit for Braden Point. But hey, fellas, there'll be injuries still, right? There's going to be stuff that happens, unfortunately, knock on wood, that doesn't, but that's the expectation. So in that event, sure, he could be in the mix.
Darren Dreger with us. He's on our Firehouse Subs hotline. I know Rick wants to get to that Anderson trade, and we'll go there. But just quickly on the Oilers, one more here. Yeah. And, at the beginning of the year, it's Skinner and Pickard, and we got people texting in being like, they need to do what Colorado did and change both goalies. And then this weekend, you get a shutout from Tristan Jarry. Then you get a shutout from Ingram. Ingram has been statistically the best of the three since he's been called up. But the Oilers have put themselves in what I would describe as probably a better than okay position between the pipes right now.
So good, right? And it's what you hope for, but it's also why general managers don't overreact or get too excited when you don't have a legit bona fide number one, a proven number one. And then it becomes goaltending by committee. And injury also obviously influences that, right? But Stan Moman saw enough in both Skinner and in Jarry to feel like change for the sake of change was at least worthy of a try, okay? That doesn't mean that Tristan Jarry is now going to take the ball and run with it. You hope that that's the case. We've talked about this before. I remember when Ingram was first brought into the organization, Noodles just said, hey, Jamie McLennan, there's a strong chance this guy is going to be the Oilers goalie. He's that good. Now, that's a goalie who's got a keen eye for goaltending, recognizing that, again, the toolbox of Connor Ingram is loaded. And now he has some opportunity. And then you throw Cal Pickard in the mix. And it's a good story today, but we in Canada like to chew on goaltenders. It's almost like a part-time job for us in the media, in the markets where the goaltending isn't stable. So, I mean, if you need Exhibit A, check out the noise in Ottawa right now around the crease, right? So for now, it's one of the strengths of the Oilers, and that's saying a lot. But let's check back in a week or two and see where they're at.
And then the deal, Darren, as Dusty mentioned, Rasmus Andersson from Calgary to Vegas, 50% retained as well. Just your thoughts on everything surrounding the deal. I mean, how much does this bump Vegas up? The return that Calgary got, the 50%. I mean, Kelly McCrimmon again doing what he does in the NHL.
Yeah, people assume he just lays in the weeds and lets the players just come to him. Well, that's obviously not the case. The Vegas Golden Knights have strength in ownership. The owner just wants to win a Stanley Cup every year. Every owner does, but in this case, he's like, you do whatever you have to do. And he's talking about Kelly McCrimmon and Georgia McPhee. You want to juggle the salary cap on an annual basis. Fill your boots. You've got full support. You can spend whatever you need to spend to make that happen. And Vegas, for a myriad of reasons, is a destination of choice for the players, for their families, and most importantly, because you feel like you can contend for a Stanley Cup every single year. So, yeah, McCrimmon was probably in earlier than most. Put the parameters of what he was comfortable putting in play in front of Craig Conroy. They have a history in making big trades, Conroy and McCrimmon. And then he just sat back and said, okay, well, the player, Claude Lemieux, the agent, Craig Conroy, you sift through all of the other interests and let's see where the chips fall, right? And then as we learned from Craig Conroy yesterday, Rasmus Andersson through Claude Lemieux tells Craig Conroy, I'm not going to sign anywhere. So sorry, Boston, you invested a ton of time and energy into putting the pieces of a trade together, but I'm just not comfortable making my future decision at this point. I think we can all respect that. Other than if you're Don Sweeney and the Boston Bruins, you're probably a little pissed off because of all the time and energy you invested in all of this. But then at that point, Conroy looks at what he has, and what he has from Vegas is a pretty good deal. And it is. Zach Whitecloud's a good defenseman. He's a big, strong guy, can move the puck. Beloved in Vegas, by the way. There's a prospect piece in Abram Wiebe with UND. Uncertainty as to where he's going to end up in the National Hockey League, but still a piece that caught the eye of Conroy. And then you've got two juicy draft picks, a first in 27 and a conditional second that turns to a first if Vegas wins a Stanley Cup. And oh, by the way, Calgary retains 50%. Yeah. So the Vegas Golden Knights are in a better salary cap position today than they were prior to making the trade.
Yeah, with the Whitecloud deal going out, they're actually saving money on the cap here. Right?
Yeah, McNabb comes back, and now they're saving money in the bigger picture. So just a master class in management yet again by the Vegas Golden Knights.
I know we got to wrap, but I'm curious. What's next for Calgary, Drakes? Let's just wrap with that. Like, where are you? Do they unload a couple more guys, or is this sort of the big one and now they just sit back?
No, there's a buzz around Blake Coleman, and of course every player is tradable, right? Yeah. I mean, that's just the reality of their situation. I think they like the look of keeping Blake Coleman and Backlund because you're not taking it down to the wood. You need good players, culture type of players who can still play at a high level to help you through that process. And that's how they look at Coleman, and that's how they look at Michael Backlund. I'm looking at Nazem Kadri. That's where I'm looking. And he wants to go to a top contender. Certainly there's nothing imminent. It would take a real good return. But for me, it was always Rasmus Andersson 1 and Nazem Kadri 2 on the trade list there.
Drags, good stuff, man. When's the next episode of the podcast drop?
Yeah, unless I hear otherwise, it should be Tuesday. So tomorrow and likely Thursday.
Excellent. Good stuff, man. Enjoy your week, and we'll catch up with you next Monday.
All right. As always, thank you, guys.
There you go. That is Darren Dreger. Trev joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline, and the Oilers have won 2 in a row. They go back-to-back over the weekend, which means they have unlocked the Firehouse Subs hot streak.
I like the unlocked.
Medium brisket hat trick sub for just $8.99.
Jari has a key, Ingram has a key.
That's
and
it.
they both put it in and turn it at the same time.
And they turn it together. And it opens up and there's a medium hat trick brisket just sitting there. That's a great idea. $8.99 for the medium. I think you're saving like $4 on this thing. at all Firehouse sub locations across Edmonton, and there's 15 of them. It's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse subs, hot, hearty, made to satisfy when the Oilers win 2 in a row or more. And I think this is it. This is the 3-gamer. I think they're winning tomorrow night. I think this is the first time they're going 3 games all year. No, I'm telling you. There's no doubt in my mind.
You want to place a friendly wager? Any sort of...
I'll bet you Popeyes.
Ooh, I can't.
Anyway, 2 in a row. I get to the medium brisket hat trick sub for just $8.99. Once you have Firehouse once, you will be back there again in short order. I guarantee you that. All right.
Bit of a stunner slapping me across the face during the as we were wrapping up with Dreger. You see this?
No.
Guess.
Okay, I love to guess. CFL.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, you got the Adarius Pickett after 60 guesses on Friday. Keep going. You're close.
NFL.
Correct.
Okay, good. Coaching related.
Correct.
Okay. Is it Mike McDaniel?
No.
Is it a coaching hire? The head coaching hire?
No.
A head coaching fire?
Correct.
Sean McDermott? No.
Yeah.
No. What?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
I have to change one of the questions for 3 questions too many today.
Jeez.
What? No way.
McDermott out.
Inconceivable.
Okay, what's so just him?
Yeah, I right now.
So
yeah,
the GM who fails to deliver wide receivers year after year after year.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
He clearly had the pieces.
Can you imagine if Josh Allen was throwing? And look, McDermott had his. I mean, what was he there for? 7 years.
He had time. Yeah, I get it.
But can you imagine if Josh Allen was throwing the ball to Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams? Like the one catch that Adams made along the sideline yesterday. And then I think back to that Keon Coleman drop in the end zone. That was a flag anyway, but like such a ball that you just simply have to catch.
Yeah.
To me, if you're going to blow McDermott, the GM's got to go to. I would have cleaned house. That was a pretty good guess, though. When it took me like 6 or 7.
Old Gill says cleaning house more than the EST crew on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, when there's a lot of chore pressure around. We have a new chore draft Wednesday night.
And just to go over again, you and I got blank spaces last time. You cannot
We can't
go
take
back.
blank space again.
So if you were vacuuming last time, say you can't draw the vacuum again. Like it's,
you have to draft.
This is interesting.
It is interesting.
I'm excited for this draft.
Yeah, we're going to stream the draft live, actually. We're going to have our staff.
Well, you got to get it on record.
Yeah, we're going to have our staff meeting Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, and then probably shortly after 7, we'll be streaming our chore draft live on YouTube.
I have an idea of what
I know where I want to go.
I know where I want
to go. We'll see how it plays out. A couple of quick notes here on this Vegas thing. Like Vegas just always does this.
No, I know, and
they
saving
always
money.
do it.
That's the whole.
Like, yeah. So
now McNabb can come back.
They get Anderson at 50% retained, and move White Cloud the other way, who made $2.7 million. So Vegas in this Anderson deal actually saves $475,000 in cap space, which gives them enough room once Braden McNabb comes off LTIR. So like this trade, not only did they get Rasmus Anderson, but they freed up enough cap space that they can get McNabb back off the LTIR, which is just a phenomenal piece of work.
Yeah.
Like, I know it frustrates you, Trev, but I mean, it's hard not to be impressed. Here's a list of players that Vegas has traded for at the deadline or weeks ahead of the deadline since they became a team. Mark Stone, Alec Martinez, Chandler Stevenson, Robin Leonard, Nick Cousins, Jack Eichel, Thomas Hertl, Noah Hannafin, Jonathan Quick, Teddy Bluger, Barbashev, Riley Smith, and now Rasmus Anderson.
Bluger.
Like all they do is trade first rounders to get warm bodies. Here's another thing. This is from Sin Bin Vegas. This is Vegas's first round picks going back to when they came in. They had 3 in 2017, but they traded them to Nashville, Montreal, and Ottawa. 2018, they traded it to Detroit. 2019, they traded it to Buffalo. 2020, they traded it to the Rangers. 2021, they traded it to St. Louis. 2022, they traded it to Buffalo. 2023, they traded it to San Jose. 2024, they owned it and drafted Trevor Connolly. Probably should have traded it. 2025 to San Jose. 2026 to Calgary. 2027 to Calgary. And then 2028 they currently have, but conditionally is Calgary's if they win the Stanley Cup. That's a stretch of 11 seasons. They've used their first round pick once.
Who needs them? They don't need them.
I mean, they remain near the top or at the top of the division the whole entire time.
Interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
Bold strategy.
Bold strategy.
Yeah.
I just watched that over the weekend.
But you wouldn't watch Arlington Road, but you watched Dodgeball again.
Of course.
I don't blame you. I mean, it is a classic. It's on Netflix now, right? Yeah. I saw the preview come up, and it was a good Dwight Goodman bit, and it's a funny character.
Oh, yeah, he's
a funny character. All right, 780-218-9999. The troll says, guys, with all those trades, you think they'd have more than just one Stanley Cup?
Oh,
yeah, I have a hard time blaming a team for only winning one cup. You know, a cup's a cup, right? Especially like for us to sit here and say that, it's like, I don't know.
We will.
Cup's a cup. All right, let's get to your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. The 7 o'clock hour presented to you by GameSense, but all of Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by Play Alberta. Download the Play Alberta app today. We had a full slate of things yesterday. My goodness, that was a full page. Click on the EST specials page at playalberta.ca. There's also a GameSense link there. Make sure you don't get carried away. And download the Play Alberta app as well. Just quickly want to see what the current Super Bowl odds are after this weekend. Seahawks are the favorite, followed by the Rams, closely followed by the Patriots, and then the Stidham-led Broncos. Long shot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a story? Bo who? Stidham's the man. He took one snap this year. It was a kneel down. Hasn't thrown a pass, I think, since 2023.
Was the ankle injury? Was it actually post-game celebratory actions in the locker room? Like, I want to know what it was. Like,
I watched all those videos. I don't know.
What was he trying to what I need to know the context, the specifics around the ankle injury. Not so much just celebrating. What type of celebration?
I also want to give a quick shout out to Curtis from BP's on Saturday night. Came up to me and was like, I'd hammer the under in the Bears-Rams game. And I'd had a couple fish bowls. It was like, I'm in. So I logged into my Play Alberta account this morning, and the thing pops up. It goes, congratulations, you won blank. And I was like, ooh, thank you very much, Curtis.
Taking Curtis out for lunch.
Dusty's in play this week. This is a good one. All right, let's look to your NHL slate for tonight. Hurricanes at home to the Sabres. Avalanche are at home to the Capitals. Kraken at home to the Penguins.
Busy one tonight.
I think I heard Jack last night on the broadcast say the Oilers' next 4 home games are all against teams who play in Calgary the night before. So that's nice. 4 games.
Thank you, schedule gods.
I mean, look, I'm a little hot take guy today. I think the Oilers are going to win 5 in a row.
You take them as they come, yeah.
There you go. Let's get carried. 3, please.
We licked our lips looking
5.
at the end of January, mid to end of January here. This is a chance for them to make some hay.
Panthers at home against Celebrini and the Sharks. The Maple Leafs will play the Wild tonight as well. Flyers and the Golden Knights. And the Golden Knights, big trade. You're gonna win this. You're gonna win this game. Do you think?
I don't know. Phone Curtis.
What about those red hot Winnipeg Jets? Oh, they lost in overtime.
They lost, yeah.
But they still got a point out of it.
They had they win 4 in a row.
Yeah.
At one.
And there's a lot of games tonight.
Yeah, 10.
It's a busy Monday night slate. You never see this many games in the NHL on Monday night.
Well, you've only got the college football national championship to go up against. So
actually, let's do a play for that.
Big night for Maddie.
The line is 7.5. Remember, the Hurricanes are rolling a quarterback who made it clear yesterday he hasn't been to a class in 2 years. He's graduated 2 years ago.
47-year-old Carson Beck is going to have the game of his life tonight.
People were freaking out online yesterday when they asked, so what's your week been like with school and stuff? And he's like, I graduated 2 years ago.
No, you don't go to school.
Which is, I mean, let's stop pretending that these guys are actually
in the
college
jacket.
athletes. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. All right, so this line is 7.5.
It's in Miami. Hurricanes have a great defense. As I said, things will have to line up for them. The Hoosiers have a great team, but it's a national championship final. I could see them making a game out of it. Not winning outright, but covering that 7.5.
I disagree.
I know.
I think the Hoosiers are going to roll.
They're too good. I want to believe in something tonight. I want to watch a good game. I'm trying to will that into existence.
I say we go Hoosiers -7.5.
Do it.
Hey,
do it.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I know you want the game, but
throw in a Fernando Mendoza MVP if you want as well.
We'll go Hoosiers. Let's get on the Hoosiers tonight.
They're going to give it to him just because of his post-game interviews alone. That should be. He should already seal up the MVP.
He also doesn't
interviews.
look like he's 45 years old.
No, that's another.
Yeah.
Well, he looks much better than Beck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not even close.
There's
There's a reason he won the Heisman here. All right, we're going to get on the Hoosiers -7.5 tonight in the national championship
We'll
game.
call it the world against Maddie bet.
We'll get it boosted a little bit too. So don't go play it right now. Wait till I get it boosted, and then we'll throw it up on the EST specials page. You'll be able to get on the Hoosiers there with the covering of the -7.5 tonight. All right, let's get rolling. We got That's Good coming up. Mike Tanier, 2 Deep Zone's going to join us as well. If you're listening on 95.7, couple quick minutes of commercials and traffic, then you're right back with us. Don't go anywhere. If you are listening online or watching online today, if you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us. We blew through 150 in like the first hour of the show. We're one away from changing 200. This is a 300 like day automatically, possibly even 400. For the Nuge.
1,000 for the Nuge.
Yeah, so let's keep hammering the thumbs up there. Sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who always really hasn't kind of liked the Nuge. Visit them at 983 First Street in Sherwood
More
Park.
of a Phil Dano guy.
Here's the update.
Oilers shutting out the Blues 5-0 on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' 1,000th career game with the Oilers. He would open the scoring, and would turn out to get the winning goal as well in that 5-0 shutout. Connor Ingram, 27 saves. Back-to-back shutouts for the Oilers. They'll look to make it 3 wins in a row tomorrow night at home to the New Jersey Devils. 2 other games yesterday. Detroit have now won 6 of 7 following a 4-3 overtime victory against Ottawa. And Tampa extend their point streak to 13 games with a 4-1 win in Dallas. 10 games in the NHL tonight. The Buffalo Bills reportedly moving on from head coach Sean McDermott this morning following a 33-30 overtime loss in the divisional finals in Denver. General manager Brandon Beane will remain on and help lead the search for a new head coach. Caleb Williams last night finding Cole Kmet to tie things up with 18 seconds left, but it was the Rams taking it in overtime over the Bears 2017. Earlier in the day, the Pats downing the Texans 28-16. Championship Sunday looks like this. 1 o'clock, Denver hosts the Patriots, while at 4:30, it's the Rams visiting the Seahawks. College Football National Championship tonight from Miami. The number 10 Hurricanes take on the top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Coverage gets underway at 5:30. Lakers over the Raptors, 110-93 last night. Luka and LeBron combining for 49. 9 games in the NBA tonight, including the Raptors. They're back on the court tomorrow night. Their road trip continues against the Golden State Warriors. Australian Open action. Denis Shapovalov and Vicky Mboko both advancing past the first round yesterday. Couple Canadian injuries as well. Felix Auger-Aliassime, he was forced to retire in his match with Nuno Borges of Portugal, what appeared to be a left leg injury. On the women's side, Marina Stankovic wheelchaired off the court with a leg injury in her first-round match with Priscilla Hahn. Later today at 5, Leylah Fernandez will take on Indonesia's Janice Jen in opening round play. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he thinks the Nuge could make it to 2,000.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button. Thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki with like a giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner with like an angel band. And I'm in the crowd hammered drunk.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
I see a good thing rising. I see more goes on chemistry growing. I know this duo could be huge. I see the talent overflowing. I hope the Poho keeps a Nuge. They scored a goal tonight. Will make Nuge is quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right. All right.
Nuge and Hopkins, left bomb. Not about the shot. McDavid does take it, and he scores. Power play goal, Connor McDavid.
$7:37. It is the Nielson Show on a Monday morning. Thank you very much for being here. McNuge. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 1,000 points last night, scores a goal in that game. Nielson Show original songs, like McNuge there, brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters, a family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. Visit them at 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. They've got the best and most affordable skate sharpenings in the town as well. Dave Jamieson gets his skates sharpened there. 7 o'clock hour of the Nielsen Show, brought to you by GameSense. When you're gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your GameSense. Mike Tanier, 2 Deep Zone, is going to join us here in about, 7 to 8 minutes. And we'll get his thoughts on the Buffalo Bills firing their head coach, McDermott. He is out after another disappointing loss for the Bills in the playoffs.
And Brandon Bean will lead the search for the replacement.
So that's it then, eh?
So they're getting, some washed up. I mean, judging by the receivers, they're going to get some coach that has been washed up for years, and they'll just bring him.
I just don't know how you can sit here and we talk about the receivers all the time, and what have they attempted? Mecole Hardman, Amari Cooper, a washed Amari Cooper.
We all thought, and you really you grasp to these things and you hope. Even Brandon Cooks, you're like,
they're just looking. They keep trying these retreads.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. Get something done. Anyway, let's get into that's a good. We're going to dive into Ryan Nugent-Hopkins here a little bit. We played this earlier in the show today, but we're going to come back to it again. It's one of our favorite little bits over the years. It's Deep Nuge. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a man's man, on his thoughts on the game last night, and if it really sort of sunk in that he played in 1,000.
I mean, obviously special, memorable. What the guys put together and the way they made this night a special night for myself and my family and friends was incredible and something that I'll never forget. And then obviously the fans out there, they're always electric, but the chants and stuff, that doesn't go unnoticed. So just a lot of appreciation.
Sorry. And then to go in there and rip one top shelf in 5 minutes. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I haven't scored in a couple of weeks too, and obviously fun to do that on a night like tonight. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to put into words right now, but it was a lot of fun, and I thought the guys played great, and Ingo played outstanding, and I thought we just kept pushing and controlled the game for the most part.
All right, there you go. That's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Shout out to Rob Chichkowski for the question there about going down and
you're making him giggle,
sniping one there. Yeah, may got a good deep belly, deep Nuge laugh there. So that was good. That's good for the Italian Center. If you're looking for something for dinner tonight, pop by. Massimo Heat and Surge are just sitting there waiting for you. They're absolutely delicious. You can't go wrong. There's a bunch of different ones. You want to go with the take and bake pizzas? You can do that as well.
I still got a sandwich waiting in the fridge for me when I get home today.
He's got a panino for lunch already sitting there.
It's going to be a great day.
And coming soon to an Italian Center shop near you. We're just waiting on some approvals for the QR code, but EST coffee, hopefully going to be on the shelves there as well.
It's a good brew.
Is kind of exciting, yeah. All right, we got to go. So I was talking about it with the boys off the air earlier today. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins plays in a hockey mad market where pretty much everything that happens, good or bad, is over scrutinized to the point where other markets probably think we're insane and crazy for talking about some of this stuff as much as we do.
Everybody gets a whooping from time to time, right?
Not Nuge. That's exactly the thing, right? To play 1,000 games, more than anybody else in an Oilers jersey from the start of your career. How many times over those 1,000 games, have we come on the air the next morning, or Tommy back at 1260 on the postgame show, or here on our GCL Diesel postgame show, how many times have we come in the next day and gone, man, Nuge cost him last night? Man, could you believe that Nuge effort on that back check? I can't believe he let up like that. Ah, man, you know who stayed out there too long on a shift? Ryan Nugent-Hopkins really hurt the team. Like, Trev, we were talking about this as well. Like, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins basically has given you nothing to criticize about him in 1,000 games. In a market where we even sit here and bitch about Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl from time to time. Because from time to time, they sort of give us a little bit of a reason to. But not the Nuge. Like, very rarely have we ever criticized, because he's rarely in the wrong spot. Do you ever see him gliding back and leaving somebody wide open? I think it's phenomenal. I think it's incredible. Trev, what say you?
And that's why he is a fan favorite, Dusty, because it's so true. They were showing the player, all the kind words that Leon and McDavid and all the guys were saying. And I think it was Leon that said, he's like, he never makes mistakes. And then it made me think about this. I was like, I'm sure he's made a mistake. And then I'm thinking, and nothing came to mind. Like, he is so reliable. And it's so true. There are nights where I'm like, Draisaitl on the back check. Like, what's going on? Like, Draisaitl pass in front, McDavid pass in front. Even earlier in the season, that stuff was happening. I'm like, I never remember faulting or blaming Nugent-Hopkins for anything, man. He gives it 110% every game
for 1,000 games.
For 1,000 games. He's always at the right place. He's versatile wherever he doesn't complain.
Kills penalties. On an important piece of that power play. I don't like.
Yeah, so he is very underrated. If if it wasn't for the likes of Connor and Leon, he'd be getting way more praise. But he's awesome, great playmaker, great shot, everything about him, man. But just the fact that that's not easy to do by any means. Like, so when you have some of the best players in the world making mistakes, and he just is going out there and just doesn't make mistakes, man. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know if it was in the Paris Jewelers inbox over in the Nasty chat, but somebody described him, Rick, and I think it's accurate. The steadiest of Eddies.
No, yeah.
Like, even Eddie is like...
Ray of Sunshine in the Nasty chat as well. Let's talk about hockey IQ.
Yeah. Brilliantly smart.
What have we called him as well in terms of nicknames? A Swiss Army knife in terms of playing wherever you need, whatever job or duty you need.
I just can't believe that. Well, he was drafted shortly after I started doing shows in this town. I don't know if I've ever said a bad word about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in 15 years.
I remember I was at Nate.
Yeah.
And it was the question of either him or Landeskog, right? That was the... So I was tasked, I had to do streeters. So I'd walk around campus and be like, who would you like to see the Oilers draft? And I wonder where those people are today that said Landeskog. I'd like to... Yeah. I should have got their information and phoned them up today on the 1,000th game.
780-218-9999. Let's ask you this on this glorious Nuge celebration day after he hit 1,000 games yesterday. What is your favorite thing about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? 780-218-9999. And I know I saw some people earlier today text in and be like, I get the whole Hall of Fame thing, but number 93's got to be retired when Nuge retires if he ends up playing like 1,400 or 1,500 games here and can win a Stanley Cup or two. And I think that's a conversation that I'd be willing to have if they win a Stanley Cup or two and he's plays 1,400 games as a member of the Edmonton. Like Nuge, I think, goes 20 years. Steady Eddie, 20 years. He's have what, 5 more years left in the tank for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Absolutely, he can do that.
Dex is, Mondo texts in and says, don't forget Enforcer Nuge is the reason the Henday actually flows. That went in from Mondo today. Library Pat says the worst thing anyone's ever said about Nuge is that he might be a better complementary winger than a play driving center. Like, that's as critical as we'll get.
Yeah.
Gordo. It's easy, guys. Nuge has never complained once through all the darkness. I think that's another reason that he's so damn lovable is that he's been here through. He's the guy in Shawshank who climbs through the tank full of poop, and then escapes. Tim Robbins in Shawshank.
But demeanor always
also
on
in
the
Arlington
level.
Road, Trev.
Always on the level. His demeanor.
He's Andy
just
Dufresne.
just
always the same
and
thing.
that goes to that steady Eddie talk too. And you can talk about it on the ice, but his low key, laid back demeanor, easy to fall in love with.
Nolan from St. Albert says, I love his contract. Yeah, that's a good one. Nolan from St. Albert was out at the party on Saturday night.
Yeah, he was. He offered me a cigarette.
He was awesome. Because
He's always awesome.
He was at the Wood. He was at the bar.
Yeah.
And I pop in and I'm talking to him. And he goes, I've been here since before the first football game. I got to get out of here. And this was like midway through the Oilers game. And then I saw him every hour up until I left at 1:30. And I was like, you're still here? He goes, yeah, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. He was
Legend has it, he's still there.
He was so funny. Let's see here. Bones is in. It says, the best thing about Nuge, the 16 whisker mustache. Yeah, that's a good one. One Ball Cash is the biggest complaint for Nuge is not being able to grow a proper playoff beard. Nasty Kenne says, the number one thing I love about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is the soul patch that he never gives up on.
Yeah.
That's good. My favorite thing about Nuge is his celly. They showed his first goal last night, and it still hasn't changed. Just pumps, lifts up the one leg, pumps it.
Same in Red Deer. Han Shorkoff says, I worked at the Oilers hockey school for 6 summers. Nuge was the nicest player to come through. When he joined our group, he went up to every worker, introduced himself, shook everyone's hand, stayed twice as long as he was supposed to. All the kids love him.
Yeah, he's helping put away the chairs after the.
Yeah,
there's always those guys that any sort of event or something. He's putting the chairs away. He's that guy.
After the game last night, he helped clean up all the stuff from the ceremony. RSO Cody said, and we got to get to Mike Tanier here. RSO Cody says, favorite Nuge trait, his post-game interview sniffle. All right, there's a little bit of a sniffle in there.
Yeah.
All right, your favorite thing about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 780-218-9999. Nuge is all-time good, dude. I don't care. I'm doing a special 7 o'clock hour conch for the Nuge. All right, lots to get to in the National Football League. Mike Tanier, 2 Deep Zone is where you can find his work. And the big news breaking this morning, if you are just chiming in and you haven't been online in the last 20 minutes, the Buffalo Bills, I guess, will run it back with their lackluster receiving core and fire the head coach instead.
And Brandon Beane will lead the search for the next one.
Brandon Beane's going to lead the search. So McDermott out in Buffalo. Let's go to Mike Tanier, who joins us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. I see Bill. You're a Bills fan. Were you stunned by this? You're a Bills fan. Were you?
Stunned? Yeah, I'm surprised.
Okay,
I
surprised.
didn't see this coming.
Mike, what about you on this McDermott news this morning?
Stunned. I was anticipating the offensive coordinator Joe Brady firing, the defensive coordinator firing, the clean sweep, etc. And if you told me that this was a Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott clean sweep, I'm like, yeah, I understand what you're
exactly.
doing. You guys hit the nail on the head. This is Game of Thrones. This is a bus throwing competition, and McDermott lost the bus throwing competition to Beane. So I don't know what this solves necessarily in terms of the deep-rooted problems of the Buffalo Bills.
Well, when you look at that roster and you see the game that they played, from the eye test perspective, what would you say is the problem of the Buffalo Bills?
It is organizational roster rot to a degree. And I'm going to give Beane credit here. It's hard keeping a team together for 5-6 years as a contender when the quarterback has a $250 million contract and all of those things. It's hard to replace guys and play next man up. That's why you have Jordan Poyer and Gabe Davis coming off the couch to come into these games. It's hard to do that. They did a pretty good job doing it, but it was time for a refresh. They had to get some of those older guys out. They had to get some newer blood in the lineup, particularly at wide receiver, on defense as well. I don't know if Beane's the guy to do that because Beane's the guy who's put this current roster in place. He's the guy who didn't get a wide receiver one. He's the guy who engineered the trade that let the Chiefs get Xavier Worthy. So when you put all of those things together, I don't know why you unmatch the set of McDermott and Beane if you're going to do a soft reboot.
Gazing into your crystal ball, Mike, or a feeling in your loins, perhaps, where do the Bills go from here? Where would you see Beane and this search leading to ultimately?
there's not a lot of candidates, right?
Right.
That's the point. That's the problem. Harbaugh, his dance card looks like it's taken up with the Giants. Tomlin looks like he's going to the booth. There are now more really good jobs than there are really good candidates, which is why it's, again, stunning to say, oh, you're just going to throw McDermott out there and say, here's some red meat for the Titans. Here's some red meat for some team that wants to do a rebuild. Here's Sean McDermott. Now we're going to go out there and get Clint Kubiak or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for. I think Josh Allen will probably have some say in this. And again, like you guys said before the show, I think it's a personnel issue as well that Bean should be looking at saying, what do I do to restock the shelves for this organization?
You mentioned Titans as well. We had a few Raiders fans chirping in regarding McDermott. Where do you think would be a good fit for him right now as it stands?
The Raiders would be a very good fit. And, he was there for the Josh Allen gestation. He's a defense coach, but he'll bring in his offensive coordinators. He'll create a structure that will help a quarterback develop. I think there's a confidence level there. He also goes all the way back to the Andy Reid family tree. So when he goes out there looking for coordinators, it's not necessarily going to be somebody like Brady who underperformed. It might not be somebody like Dable who worked with him before, but might not be the best guy to develop a young quarterback since he almost got Jackson Dart killed. The Raiders are definitely going to look for him. I think any team that wants the empire builder, okay, not necessarily the Browns, some of these guys who want a full showrunner, they're going to be interested in Sean McDermott.
All right, let's transition to the games by staying with the Bills game. And I mean, there's a lot to unpack from the NFL this weekend, but and it came down to some pass interferences and obviously an interception that was very debatable as well. But your thoughts on Josh Allen's performance in that game on that stage again? I know there's been a lot of talk about him as well, but what do you think of him?
I think he was being asked to do too much at that point.
Okay.
And you get that hero ball element of things. I keep going back to the play before halftime where I think all of us are saying 35 seconds left before halftime, Josh Allen's going to make a miracle play. And I think Josh Allen was saying that. So he's running with the ball, holding the ball like a loaf of bread out away from his body and puts himself in a position to strip sack. That's what the Bills need to avoid. They need to avoid being in this situation where they're saying, hey, look, it's the Josh Allen Superman routine. What we saw, I think, on Saturday night was the residue of that. One guy trying to do too much. Defense wasn't playing its part. Penalties at the end, sloppiness. Cook has the fumble. Receivers aren't getting open. You get maybe not an upset, but you lose a game that you were in position to win to a weaker opponent.
So who will the Patriots face in the Super Bowl, Mike? I mean, I'm kind of
right. This guy's a huge Stidham hater. I mean,
the whole Bo Nix thing is quite. I mean, I don't know if you've gotten any more.
They said it was on the sweep to the left.
They said it was on the sweep, but I mean, he looked pretty fine, running off the field, post game, and all that, and the celebration. But we don't need to go there. I mean, Bo Nix had a good game. I mean, Stidham now it's him versus the world. Can you chart a path for Broncos success next Sunday?
This has to be such a kick in the butt for Bills fans again.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Bills lose that game, and the Patriots go out there. It's like, oh, look who we get. Jared Stidham, our old backup quarterback who stunk. The only path for the Broncos, okay, the Broncos defense can hold the Patriots under 20. You saw Drake May. Drake May played pretty well. He's fumbling a lot right now. He's not used to getting pass rushes because the Jets couldn't pass rush him. The Dolphins couldn't pass rush him. He gets strip sacked pretty easily. Broncos have to do that. They've got to hold the Patriots under 20, and then they've got to hope Sean Payton has a game plan for the ages in place. I don't see it. I don't see there being a star on offense who's going to carry the load. Oh, don't worry about it. There's a Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson on the team. There's not. It's Cortland Sutton and R.J. Harvey. They're not going to do it. But you're right. I think we're talking about the Patriots in the Super Bowl against the winner of the Seahawks and Rams.
Hey, we can't let you slide out of this without your thoughts on the interception that was called on the Cooks play. Did you think they got it right? Did you think they should have taken a little bit more time to look at it? Obviously, McDermott tried to plead for his job basically after the game by saying, I'm doing this for Buffalo. What did you think of that play?
It looked like an interception to me. It looked like an interception or a fumble, however you want to call it in real time, where he pulled that ball away. I saw a bunch of replays. I saw it in slow motion. It still looked that way. I don't see the down by contact. And people and Bills fans will point to that Rams play.
Yeah.
I think it was Devontae Adams did the same thing. You show it. I do see it. I do see a knee down. I do see both hands on the ball, and then the guy coming in, that's down. I'm sorry. I simply don't see it when Jaquan McMillan takes that ball away from Brandon Cooks and anything approaching real time, not a freeze frame.
Equally frustrating as a Bills fan, you mentioned the Stidham Knicks there. The Patriots also get a C.J. Stroud turnover machine. It's just...
Here's what I think with Stroud.
Patriots stuff here.
Was Stroud so bad in the playoffs that his job's in jeopardy?
Oh, no.
Was the thing about spiking the ball again?
Well, his quarterback rating would have been better if he just stepped back and spiked it every single time.
What's funny is that Justin Herbert had a 4-interception game like 2 years ago, and people are like, God, we have to get Justin Herbert more weapons. Yeah. Stroud has a 4-interception game. It's like, we should just toss him in a dumpster, forget about it. Stroud was terrible. I think the crowd noise got to him. Keep in mind, his Nico Collins was not available in that game. Schultz, his top tight end, got hurt in the first quarter. One of his offensive linemen got hurt in the first quarter. There's things he has to do. Crowd noise, again, I think rattles him. I don't think he's a very good weather quarterback. That stuff has to get fixed. He was out there playing with one arm tied behind his back for most of that game on Sunday.
All right, and are the Seahawks a juggernaut, or the Niners just eventually ran out of gas?
A little bit of both. I think the Seahawks are a juggernaut that we ignore because we just go right back to, but it's Sam Darnold.
Yeah. He's only won 14 games in back-to-back years on two different teams.
Right. He goes from team to team winning 14 games. And remember that time when the Jets, these stunk? So we're kind of stuck with that. On the other hand, they have the best defense in the NFL. They have the best special teams in the NFL. They have a very good running game. I think they're a juggernaut. Niners ran out of gas too, but I think the Seahawks should be the team to beat right now as they face the Rams on Sunday.
As always, man, we appreciate the time. Hey, who do you got? Any way Miami can pull off this upset tonight?
I don't think so. I think this is the year for Indiana.
Yeah. All right. Where can people find your work, man?
You can find me at the 2 Deep Zone at MikeTanier.substack.com.
All right. There you go, Mike. We'll check in with you next week.
You got it. Take care and enjoy your week.
We will enjoy our week. Mike Tanier. Bills fans, I want to know. What you're thinking about this McDermott stuff. We got a text from a Texans fan who said C.J. Stroud should absolutely have his job in jeopardy with the way that he played in the playoffs this year.
Well, you're wasting such a good defense, and I know that there's injuries, but he just doesn't. It looks like the moment is too big for him in those situations.
Yeah,
right?
It does a little bit. I mean, makes a good point. You lose your number one tight end, basically your second favorite target. Trying to get a lot of done with Christian Kirk. Maybe not a lot of else. Not a lot else there.
Hey, you're talking to a Bills fan here.
I know. Just quickly over to Play Alberta, title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. Here are the lines as of Monday morning for these two games, AFC and NFC championship games. Patriots and Broncos. New England is a 5-point favorite on the road going into Denver. Denver, of course, will not have Bo Nix. Mind you see him walking at the end of the game. I thought, you can't wrap him up and put a needle in there for the next game?
Well, if it was at that point, then why are you allowing...
I don't know. Weird. And then the Seahawks are 3-point favorites at home against the Rams. The first game will be the Patriots-Broncos. The second game will be the Rams and the Seahawks. And I don't know, maybe it's because... it's this very meh Final Four.
I know.
I'm sorry. I
would have loved the magic of the comeback dust ultimately running out for them.
Yeah.
But that would have at least been a puncher's up story in a sense, right? Even if Broncos with Bo Nix would be maybe that story too, perhaps. I know they're one seed.
If Broncos have Bo Nix, then it's Bo Nix versus Drake May. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just a little bit of a buster there. I think I'm probably selling that Rams-Seahawks game a little bit short, but we'll set this up as we work our way through the week all across Edmonton Sports Talk, broadcasting every single day live from 6 in the morning till 6 at night on all of our platforms. So if you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM right now, join us for the rest of the day after 9 o'clock. We'll get you back to classic rock over on Cruise here just after 9. But we continue our day all day long on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, over on YouTube. Very easy to stream it, just like any other radio station that you find online. Just go to iHeart, search Edmonton Sports Talk once, and then boom, pops up, connected to your vehicle or office or wherever. You can listen throughout the day. If you are listening on the radio right now, you're going to get a couple minutes of commercials and some traffic. If you're online, you're going to get a sports update coming your way right now, which is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood.
Windsor, the experts you need to know.
Go see the knowledgeables. How's that, eh? How's that for a new jingle?
Rip it again.
Yeah,
Come on,
the Windsor crew sent that over to me. And that's a throwback. I love it. Everybody, sing together now.
Windsor, the experts you need to know.
Damn, that's good. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know.
Windsor, the experts you need to know.
Here's the update.
Gets the lymphatic nerve going, hey? Wow.
By the way, if you want to play trivia, text Trevor right now, 780-218-9999. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's up for grabs, 780-218-9999.
Windsor, the experts you need to know.
The Edmonton Oilers shutting out the Blues last night, 5-0 down at Rogers Place in Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' 1,000th game. He would open the scoring last night. Connor Ingram, 27 saves. Oilers back in action tomorrow at home to the Devils. Two other games yesterday. Tampa extending their point streak to 13 with a 4-1 victory in Dallas. And Alex DeBrincat with the winner. Detroit over Ottawa 4-3 in overtime. 10 games around the NHL today. Buffalo Bills reportedly moving on from head coach Sean McDermott this morning following a 33-30 divisional finals loss in Denver on Saturday. GM Brandon Beane will remain and help lead the search for a new head coach. Yesterday it was the Rams over the Bears 2017 in overtime. Earlier in the day, the Pats down the Texans 28-16. Championship Sunday kicks off at 1 when the Broncos host the Pats. Rams visit the Seahawks at 4:30. College football's national championship tonight from Miami. The number 10 Hurricanes taking on the top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers at 5:30. Lakers over the Raptors 110-93 in NBA action. 9 games dot today's schedule. The Raptors are back in action tomorrow when they visit the Warriors. Over to the Australian Open, Denis Shapovalov and Vicky Mboko both advancing past the first round yesterday. A pair of Canadian injuries as well. On the men's side, Felix Auger-Aliassime forced to retire in his match with what appeared to be a left leg injury, while Marina Stekusic wheelchaired off the court with a leg injury in her first round match. Later today, Leylah Fernandez will face Indonesia's Janice Jan at 5 o'clock in opening round play. Sports Update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar. Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best. Game-winning goals in 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby, or the Nuge can play. Just make your way to the net. Stick on the ice and you're set. The Nuge will find you, baby. He was born to play.
Dry? Not.
Safe to say the Nuge can play. Baby, oh, the Nuge can play. Along with
Dry? Not.
safe to say the Nuge can play. On the right track, baby, oh, the Nuge can play.
Eyes. You know what? I saw it in his eyes. Eyes. It's fun to watch his eyes. Eyes. And, you know, he narrowed his eyes. He's been a horse. His eyes narrow. I saw it in his eyes. He loves his eyes. Eyes. It's going in the net. Horse eyes. People were highly critical of his eyes. His eyes narrow. Eyes.
807.
Eyes.
Nobody loved Nuge's eyes more than Dallas Aikens. Every single coach who coached the Nuge must absolutely love that guy. Hey?
Absolutely.
Gotta
It's one of
love
the
that
perks,
guy.
I think, of the selling point. You know,
They sit there and go, listen, we'll pay you a couple $1 million.
Open the door, bring him out.
The closer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hi, this is Ryan. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'd like to play for you.
Would you be interested in coaching our team today?
The best thing about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is blank. Or your favorite thing about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is blank. Fill it in, 780-218-9999. That'll get you into the old PJ's inbox. And one of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Sam in Leduc County with a good one. My favorite thing about Nugent-Hopkins is his name sounds like a disease named after him. Not because he has it, but because he cured it. That's pretty funny text. Sam in Leduc County. Well done, sir. Thank you very much for sending in that text. Yeah. Your favorite thing about the Nuge, have some fun with it or just be normal.
It does have that Tommy John, like a surgery type. I got to get the Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Yeah, what's happening this summer? Oh, I'm going to be out for 2 months. Why? I'm getting the Nugent-Hopkins surgery. What? Are you okay? Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Nuge just cured it.
Facial hair implants.
It's a big thing, yeah. All right, we got 3 questions too many coming up. We need one more question for 3 questions too many. Right now, we got an Oilers question. We got an NFL question. But you can submit any question you want. Sports question, non-sports question. It doesn't matter to us. 780-218-9999. We'll give you an answer coming up before 8:30. Joaquin Gage is going to join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. That'll be just after 8:30 over at Firehouse. They've unlocked the old $8.99 hat trick brisket sub because they've won 2 in a row. So that's big at all your Firehouse locations. And then we'll have the wrap for William Huff. The 8 o'clock hour is brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. Mention EST and you get 5% off anything new or used. Don't miss their monthly online auctions at www.gdliquidators.com. Canadian owned, Canadian operated. Make them your first call, 780-447-2787, or visit them at 14510 124th Avenue. So busy third hour, locked and loaded. Your texts on your favorite things about our little Nuge. Feel free to send those in as well. We're going to play kind of easy trivia to get it started. We've hit 10 in a row. Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual, new location, now open, Bonnie Doon. Check out MrMikes.ca for more deets. Order online, skip the dishes, DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. Trev, who's playing today, buddy?
Calling all the way from Bangkok.
What?
This is Savage the Plumber.
Savage the Plumber from the other side of the world. This is incredible. Let's go to Savage the Plumber. Savage the Plumber, they got phones over there?
They have phones over here.
Actually, it sounds like a pretty good connection. Yeah.
Well, it's my cell phone, so you know.
What time is it in Bangkok right now?
It's 10:10
at night.
At night the next day. So it's actually, I'm a day ahead of you guys.
This is the future,
right here. Something like that.
This
because it's
Well, it's 10:10. What day is it there? Is it Monday?
Yes, it's Monday.
Yeah, so you're 14 hours ahead of us.
Who won the college football national championship?
Indiana.
Did they cover the 7.5?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Oh, man, imagine this. I'll tell you, if the losers cover tonight, I'm going to think he is from the future. All right, here we go, man. We'll start the ticker after we read the first question, and enjoy the rest of your trip, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Trev will start the ticker. Here we go. Which Oiler played his 1,000th career game last night?
Nuge.
What number does Nuge wear?
93.
Name an Oilers goalie who had a shutout this weekend.
Ingram.
Name the other Oilers goalie who had a shutout this weekend.
Jari.
What position does Caleb Williams play?
Terrible quarterback. Thank you. Go Rams. Let's go.
Rams head.
No! Oh, my God. Damn it, Shake, stop it!
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment.
totally. People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV.
That's stupid.
It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked?
I'm stoked.
Just
I'm
so
stoked.
stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
I like how Savage the Plumber thought he was more than a day ahead of us. That's legitimately impossible to do.
Surveyor Brett sounds better than Norman a Combine, who's calling from Onaway.
I know. No, but the funny thing with Trevor, I'm like, okay, so what time is it? He goes, 10:10. I said at night. He goes, yeah, but the next day. I said, that's impossible. It couldn't be 10:10 the next night. Like Tuesday over there already.
Yeah, no, that's too far. But
That's
isn't
too
it like Australia? I bet that's a little bit further. I bet they're like it's probably 1 a.m. in Australia the next day. You think?
In the morning, yes,
Yeah.
but
But
they
not
can't
the-
go
yeah,
past
no,
us
no, no.
again, which is what he was saying.
Yeah,
was happening.
wild.
Yeah, yeah,
That's crazy. He's from the future.
I will tomorrow morning, though, if Indiana covers. I'm going to pretend that Trev was calling from the future the day that we had him. I'll be oh, man.
When it happens.
Yeah.
It's the most easiest,
Let's
yeah.
find out, right? And if they don't cover him, like, you liar. He wasn't in the future. He didn't know anything. All right, we're going to get to 3 questions too many, and Gager's going to pop by as well. If you have a question for 3 questions too many, send it over 780-218-9999. Scuba Steve says Bangkok. I thought for sure it was going to be a Teef. We saw a Teef on Saturday night. He was in good mood.
Yeah.
He was in good mood. All right, portions of this hour, you know what they're brought to you by? The sponsor of the EST Fun Spiel. Serious injuries need a hammer. Rick Mallett of Hammer Injury Law, over 35 years of injury law experience. Don't face your insurance company alone. Contact them today for a free consultation and start your injury claim. Named best lawyers since 2021. They know how to get you the settlement you deserve. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER.
Hurry!
1-855-98-HAMMER. 1-855-98-HAMMER. EST Fun Spiel. Going down on the 31st. Pizza Boy texts in. Paris Jewelers inbox is funny. It's a funny place today. You guys don't believe in time travel? Question mark. Nuge's facial hair still living in 2011. That is kind of funny. I like that. All right, let's get into 3 questions too many today. Gage is going to be by just after 8:30. Lieutenant Eric, do we have a liner for the segment?
Yes. 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who's already set up an interview later this afternoon with Sean McDermott.
Makes sense. I don't know if I like his chances, though. I mean, McDermott's going to be a
He's
hot
first in
commodity.
line. He can show the Park Mazda case before, the Raiders and
Hey, let me
the
ask you.
Titans
Let me ask you. You're the Bills fan. Who do you want to be their next head coach?
I haven't even given it. Again, the timing.
Tomlin, McDaniel. Yeah.
I haven't had time to say. Like, the timing of it is weird because as Mike Tanier pointed out, I mean, there are now more vacancies than qualified candidates, and especially at this juncture of the Bills and their evolution, what do you do and where do you go? So I haven't really sat down and kind of digested this yet. But certainly McDaniel, like Tom.
Who would you rather have, McDaniel or Tom? McDaniel. Yeah. The offensive mind to work with Josh Allen. I mean, they got to get some receivers though. They just it has to happen.
It's kind of a Game of Thrones thing, as Mike said too. Like you got to and I don't care. I get the money's tied up, but you got to find a way to make it work. It's no excuse.
I like Big Maple Bets over on YouTube this morning, asking Savage, what are Trevor Lawrence rookie cards worth where you are in the future? It would be good to know. We're 24 likes away from changing 300. So if you were watching over on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for it. Should be an easy 300 like day. And it should be. The Edmonton Oilers back-to-back shutouts over the weekend. First time in franchise history they went back-to-back shutouts, scoring 5 or more goals in each of those games. So trending in the right direction between the pipes. And I think you have to like what they've done offensively without Leon Draisaitl, who's expected to be back hopefully later this week. But they've managed to produce some goals without him, which I think is a very positive outcome for the Edmonton Oilers here as well. And what is your favorite thing about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins? 780-218-9999. Dolphin Nation says, McDaniel is the Bills coach? Please make this happen. Haha, Dolphin Nation.
Changing 200.
Well, there we go. Almost 300. Get that 300 ready, Trev.
It's the position you're in now, though, unfortunately. Like, that's like, I'm not going out there in the shop window, and if I had my choice of anybody and whomever, I'm picking him, but what do you do now? You got to go with one of these schlubs that hasn't gotten a job yet. So if Tomlin's going to TV, well, what are you going to do?
I'd like to see. So McDaniels gets hired, and he looks like a nerd, and then he gets fired, and he looks like a drug lord. What's he look like in Buffalo after 5 years?
Yeah, I wonder. And new stadium and everything too. Like he'll be donning the new like it's a bit of a new era there, new high mark.
I mean, that's got to be the most sought after gig by all these other coaches.
Absolutely.
Going to a new stadium, you got Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got a great GM.
Yeah. All right, question number 1. Do you guys think the Oilers could get something for Pickard in a trade?
Well, if we were all thinking that he would get claimed off waivers, then there's obviously value there, right? And you could getting something like, are you saying a warm body?
No, I think the person's wondering if they can get anything for him. So like a pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing
I
is
think you
that
swing
why
it
would a
out
team
there.
give up a pick? They know if they don't give you up the pick, you'll have to put them on waivers eventually, and then they'll just claim them. Right, so
You say we're not going to put him on waivers eventually.
Oh, interesting. What a twist.
And I don't know how you say that, but
I not right now. I think my answer to this question is not right now. Come the deadline,
yes.
When teams are,
There's
wheeling and
value,
dealing
yeah.
and see what, like maybe they could get something for Pickard prior to the trade deadline. I mean, the question I think is, does he even play before the trade deadline if the other two guys stay healthy? I mean, don't you have to run with Tristan Jarry and Connor Ingram right now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pickard's your third guy. He's there for insurance. I know
Just in case.
With this Kapanen, somebody was asking over on YouTube, was there a Kapanen update? Last night, all it was said was that it wasn't going to be a long-term thing.
No, and
which
he
is
was
good news.
Yeah.
I know they're right up against it as far as the cap goes, and the possible plan for Tuesday could be 11-7. I did see Puckpedia said that they could send Howard down and call a couple of guys up from a cap perspective. So maybe that's something that they look at if they require necessary. But I think you probably just keep the kids playing here right now.
Knobloch's post game regarding Kapanen, it's going to sideline him for a little while. So whatever little while, again, we're trying to decode.
A Knobloch little while is tough.
So despite that, though, Kapanen reported good spirits in the dressing room after.
Okay, well, that's a positive then. Yeah.
Whatever you're taking from that, I guess.
He could have, his ankle could be hanging on by a ligament, but it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins celebration night. Everybody's going to be in good spirits. He have a bullet wound in his stomach. And he's going to be like, this has been an awesome night so
Tears
far. Because of the Nuge. Yeah. And Nuge is sitting there going, I wish I could have stepped in front of this for you. If there was a bullet wound, for example. Anyway, I don't think you can get anything for Pickard right now. I think you probably just keep your three goalies and hope that Jarry and Ingram can stay healthy. I actually, I think there's a really good back and forth here as to who's your number one guy. I know Jarry gets paid like it, and you traded for him, so he's probably the guy. But I think if you were to poll Oilers fans right now and said, who's the better goalie, Connor Ingram or Tristan Jarry? If only we had a way to poll Oilers fans right now. Trev, throw it up on YouTube. YouTube vote. Who's the Oilers' best goalie? Jarry or Ingram?
I'm on it.
Who's your answer?
Who's their best goalie? Well, it's tough because right now it's probably Ingram, but does that? I mean, there's times where players are just playing good, and could that be what he's doing? Yeah, certainly. So, it's too tough to say. I like Ingram, or I like Jarry's record better. I think he has a better resume. So, I don't know. It's tough, man.
Yeah. Well, let's throw it up. Let's see where the people are at right now.
Ingram.
Say Ingram.
I'm saying that right now. And that you can
Is that
change.
what they said your answer to it, or you're saying that's what you think people are going to vote?
No. This is my answer. This is me right now in the moment. That could change by the end of the week, but right now I'm going with Ingram. He said he hasn't been outside in weeks.
What?
He travels like he gets to the right, walks through the pedway. He hasn't been outside. Like all he's focused on right now is hockey, and he just stays inside and plays hockey.
It's like he's in a bubble. He's in a hockey bubble. That's what he is. He's focused. He's focused. This text comes in, no handle on it, but says, my ex-girlfriend went to high school with Nuge. Said he was not a nice guy. I refused to believe it, so I left her. Best decision I've ever made. Nobody talks bad about the Nuge. P.S. Turns out she was not the nice person.
Yeah, I'd say show your work
sense.
there. I don't know how you come to that conclusion.
I refuse to believe anything like that, and everybody does, because everybody says Nuge is the nicest guy of all time. So I'm glad that you left her. Your life is better because of it. Question number 2, guys. What is the Super Bowl matchup that the NFL wants right now? So your options are
LA and the Patriots.
Patriots versus the Rams or Seahawks, or Broncos versus the Rams or Seahawks. You said Patriots versus Rams?
Rams, because of LA and you're going to markets, right? Like, and I'm not
so
disparaging the 12s.
You got Boston versus Los Angeles.
Yeah, because that's what we usually look at, right? I mean, and I don't think they'd want a Broncos, as much as the story is great, I don't know if you want to market a Jarrett Stidham-led Broncos team or a defensively led with Stidham just making his way and appearing in that game. Yeah. So, yeah, Boston and LA. I mean, that's the one for me.
Oh, the line has already moved in that Seahawks game. We looked at it a half hour ago. It was Seahawks -3. It's now Seahawks -2.5.
Oh.
So it's moving in the direction of the Rams, which makes sense. I mean, it's Los Angeles. It's Stafford versus May, the two like MVP front runners. Yeah. That's got to be the answer.
I mean, the Rams, if they're in any other division, they're not a 5 seed.
Yeah,
you know, like they're worth their.
Yeah, you know what? We are Patriots. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, Patriots and Rams would be the top 2 MVP candidates colliding in a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
There could be worse matchups, I guess. So, yeah, Rams, Patriots, probably what they want. Followed by Patriots, Seahawks. And then you get Denver involved in there somehow.
Yeah.
Question number 3, guys, what is your all-time favorite Ryan Nugent-Hopkins moment? Okay, this one's good. We want you to chime in on this one for sure. 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Or if you're watching over on YouTube today, as you're hammering the thumbs up for us, hit us up in the nasty chat. You can chime in as well. Your all-time favorite Ryan Nugent-Hopkins moment. Changing 300, Trev. Let's keep hammering that. We could do a 400 day for the Nuge here.
Changing 200.
All right, keep hammering that thumbs up. 780-218-9999.
Just looking up some things, and you can either go hockey-based totally or just, horse, that type of thing.
Yeah.
First hat trick in his 3rd career game against the hometown Vancouver, like he's from.
That was cool.
That's a hell of a moment. Scoring on his debut, getting drafted. I mean, that pretty much leads to all the rest of the moments to come. He also had 5 assists in one game in his rookie season. Yeah, and this is all during a tough slog for the organization, right? Yeah. So these are good. We see a 20-game point streak now as just, whatever. But this was.
I think I wrote the Nuge Can Play song shortly after the 5-assist game.
Was that what it would have been?
Yeah, because it's like he's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake.
Any fight that he's ever been in?
I was going to say the Monahan fight.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. It's just like when somebody says, I know it's so crazy because he's not a fighter, but when somebody says Nugent Hopkins, the first thing that pops in my head, him and Monahan right in front of the benches, just going at it, like just throwing them too. So that'd be great. Trev, what about you, man?
Your extension?
You've been watching Nuge since you were like 12 years old.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite Nuge moment?
Lots of memories. You guys brought up quite a few, but the one that stands out. It's not even close for me. It's got to be the Monahan fight, man. I was at a bar. I was at Hudson's in Lethbridge College. I was sitting at a table, all Flames fans, repping my Oilers jersey. The only one there. Like, I stood up and I was.
Did you try to fight somebody?
No, but I was like shadow boxing and I was cussing like crazy, man.
You shadow box like twice a week here.
I'm starting to, yeah.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funny. So, but yeah, and I'm just like, I was saying like beep, like let's go, So I was so fired up for that one. That was so sick. And then they ended up losing that game, but it was a great game, but great fight and just pumping Monahan, let him have it. That was awesome.
Duck Dad over in the chat says anyone who drops the mitts with Nuge is a guy that doesn't value his life.
Yeah.
Suitcase texts in 780-218-9999. Says his goal versus Calgary in Game 4 with a minute left to win it.
So sick.
Yeah. As far as offensive moments go, that's probably a big one.
And maybe this is kind of maybe not the best answer, but his time with Draisaitl and Yamamoto for that month period. That was awesome. Watching that line.
Like
Him on that line was awesome.
Stretch there?
Yeah, he was just racking up the points. That was so sick.
That was a good one as well. 780-218-9999. Your favorite Ryan Nugent-Hopkins moment. This text comes in. First time they've ever texted in. You're listening on FM radio, aren't you, man? I can tell. The Monahan fight for sure. Nash and Whitecourt says Nuge fighting Monahan. Kyle the Embalmer says when he beat the wheels off of Wool. Hole. You're thinking not Wool. Wool's the goalie. You're thinking Justin Hole. Let's see here.
Nash and Whitecourt says he misses the deep Nuge bit.
We played it today.
I think he's just. I think he's fishing here. I think
done and done. I got it for you.
Obviously special.
This is Nuge last night on how it felt 1,000 games.
I mean, obviously special, memorable. What the guys put together and the way they made this night a special night for myself and my family and friends was incredible and something that I'll never forget. And then obviously the fans out there, they're always electric, but the chants and stuff, that doesn't go unnoticed. So just a lot of appreciation.
Sorry. And then to go in there and rip one top shelf. 5 minutes. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. I haven't scored in a couple of weeks too, and obviously fun to do that on a night like tonight. So yeah, I mean, it is hard to put into words right now, but it was a lot of fun, and I thought the guys played great, and Ingo played outstanding, and I thought we just kept pushing and controlled the game for the most part.
There you go, Nash and Whitecourt. A little deep Nuge for you after his 1,000th career game. Aaron texts in and says, favorite Nuge moment, I got to shoot a commercial with him in which I played goal. Do not do well and knife for shoes, nor have I ever played hockey, let alone goal. We just met and I was trying to listen to the director and I noticed that he was shooting pucks into my bright white new pads. When I realized he was just doing it to be a brat. When I said, hey, he just looked at me with a big grin and said, I was just trying to make it look like he took a shot before. It was a fun night. The commercial turned out hilarious. The Nuge, what a guy, eh? Sean says, guys, I remember your old show. Nuge had a good night. Everyone was texting in Walker, Texas Ranger jokes, but with the Nuge inserted instead, that was a great morning. Yeah, that was Chuck Norris jokes, not necessarily Walker, Texas Ranger.
I like
jokes.
the specificity there.
But still,
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right, congratulations to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Scores in his 1,000th game. All-time feel good for that guy moment, right? That was pretty good. We're going to continue this conversation actually with Joaquin Gage. Gager's coming up. He's going to join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. Firehouse hot streak has been unleashed. The Edmonton Oilers have won 2 in a row. You get the hat trick brisket for just $8.99. Medium hat trick brisket for $8.99 at all Firehouse Sub locations today. We're going to get Gager on the goalies here. Jari and Ingram. Did you throw the poll up, Trev? What are we at right now? Whoa! Ingram's at 77%. A little more lopsided than I thought it would be.
I put one out on the Twitter.
You know, you can say it's a lot of recency bias, but what's he had, like one game that was kind of not good? Outside of that, he's been pretty steady.
Jari yet to play at home, correct? Is that still a thing?
For real? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Think so.
Really? He's only had road starts? No, he must have been at home once. No? I don't know. Interesting little tidbit.
Because of the injury, obviously. I mean,
Yeah, well, that'll change Tuesday night. He would get the start
Yeah, yeah,
Tuesday,
yeah.
so yeah. All right, we've got a sports update coming up, 780-218-9999. If you're listening on 95.7, a couple minutes of commercials and then traffic with Pauline Higgins, and then you're right back with us. And we're going to dive into all of it with Joaquin Gage, who's coming up on the other side. And then we'll have the wrap for William Huff's Sound of the Day. I think I know where we're going. Maybe just a big old extravaganza, all the Nuge stuff, all in a nice big package coming up here around 8:50 today. And if you do want to send in your Ryan Nugent Hopkins, Chuck Norris jokes, feel free. We had one earlier. It was kind of funny. When Nuge works out, the what was it? The weights get stronger or something like that. 780-218-9999. Here's the sports update.
Oilers shutting up the Blues 5-0 on Ryan Nugent Hopkins' 1,000th career game with the Oilers. He would score the winner in that one. Oilers back in action tomorrow at home to the Devils. Two other games yesterday. Detroit over Ottawa 4-3 in overtime, and Tampa winning in Dallas 4-1. 10 games around the NHL later today. The Buffalo Bills making it official, firing head coach Sean McDermott this morning following their 33-30 divisional finals loss in Denver. General Manager Brandon Beane will remain on and help lead the search for a new head coach. NFL Championship Sunday is set. It was the Rams over the Bears last night, 2017 in overtime. The Rams will take on the Seahawks Sunday at 4:30. AFC Championship goes at 1 in Denver between the Broncos and the Patriots. College football's national championship tonight from Miami. The number 10 Hurricanes up against the top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. Coverage gets underway at 5:30. Luka and LeBron combining for 49, leading the Lakers over the Raptors 110-93. 9 games around the NBA today. Raptors back in action tomorrow when they visit Golden State. Australian Open action, Denis Shapovalov and Vicky Mboko both advancing past the first round yesterday. Felix Auger-Aliassime and Marina Stekusic both had to retire in their opening round matches. Canadian content later today at 5. Leila Fernandez will face Indonesia's Janice Chen in opening round play. Joaquin Gage joins the show next as Hour 3 continues here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
I see a good thing rising. I see more goes on the way. I see McNugent, it is frightening. I see greatness when they play. They scored a goal tonight. Well, McNugent is quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right. I see their chemistry growing. I know this duo could be huge. I see the talent overflowing. I hope the Poho keeps a Nuge. They scored a goal tonight. Well, McNugent is quite a sight. It don't matter who's on the right. All right.
Nugent Hopkins, flip bomb. Not about the shot. McDavid does take it, and he scores. Power play goal. Connor McDavid.
Bay 35. You're rolling with the AM Nasty on the FM dial. Thank you very much for being here today. We really do appreciate all of the support. There was a time when we were briefly unemployed, but all of your support and your passion for what we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk has ended up making getting fired be the best thing that ever happened to us.
I got to watch Lost.
Is that, yeah, you did. You binged Lost that summer.
Yeah,
that sounds nice.
4 episodes a day. It was
a great show.
Just immersed in there.
Oh, yeah. That was time travel.
I got lost in the show. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. That'll get you into the old Paris Jewelers inbox today. One of your text messages will win the Royal Pizza text of the day. Joaquin Gage is going to join us. He's going to join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline this morning. The Oilers put together back-to-back wins over the weekend, which means the medium brisket hat trick sub for just $8.99 today at all Firehouse locations. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? All right, let's bring in Joaquin Gage. We're going to talk goaltending. We're going to talk a bunch of stuff with Gager today. Gager, let's start though with the Nuge, my man. Scores in game 1000, and I said it earlier with Darren Dreger. Like, if you looked up a picture of what it looks like to take care of business in a dictionary, it's Nuge and his little mustache and his soul patch just sitting there, because that's all he's done for 15 years. Like, he just does exactly what's required all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, and for a organization so rich in history and championships, will probably this summer have a Mount Rushmore of popular Oilers. And because a lot of people don't remember the 80s Oilers, right? So, I mean, I think just from last night, seeing everything that he's accomplished, that little tribute video was great. I liked him kicking the tar out of people. He could be going down as one of the top 5 most popular Oilers of all time. He's the picture of consistency. He's had like 8,000 coaches, and to a man, every single one of them said that he was their favorite tool in their toolbox, because he did everything that he was asked to do plus more.
A lot of people were saying the fight with Monahan, but is there something that sticks out to you in terms of a favorite Nuge memory?
Well, personally, I like, because there's certain goals that I remember, but the one that sticks out, and it's kind of just like the one he scored last night. I remember it's that quick little Nuge wrister that's like 2.5 feet above the ice, just over the pad, out of the reach of the blocker. And I remember, I know it was Henrik Lundqvist that he scored on against the Rangers. And he made it look so easy. And I like when guys celebrate. Not that Nuge is, obviously it depends on the goal that he scores, but I love the little punch in the air, that little short jab that he gave Monahan about 4 or 5 times, right?
That one too,
it's I love that. I mean, if I'm a young hockey player and watching, that's how I'm celebrating, just like the Nuge. Maybe a little lift of the leg, but a nice little, it's kind of a right cross that I think he does after he scores, which I think is perfect.
Let's one more on the news. Let's take this for a little run here today. I get it that Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are very special on the power play, and obviously Boosh. It's a power play because it fits perfectly. Like, McDavid controls a lot of the puck. Draisaitl's got that great one-timer. Boosh is, an awesome backup along the blue line, and Hyman's an awesome net front presence. But how important is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to what how he's able to sort of facilitate everything for everybody on the power play?
Well, I don't know if you've watched the last 2 games, Dusty, but do you need Leon Draisaitl anymore?
He scored 11 goals in 2 games. Yeah.
I don't know. No, I mean, it's everything kind of funnels through Nuge at some point on that power play too. He's always that safety valve. When he's not, it's unfortunate because he does so many little things well that I don't think you realize until he's actually out of the lineup. So when he's off that power play, it's not as effective. And that comes from playing with the same guys for over a course of a few years here. But no, he's an integral piece of that power play that maybe doesn't always show up on the scoreboard, but his fingerprints are usually all over some part of the goal that they usually score on that thing.
All right, we got to get to the goaltenders here, Gager.
We put out 2. There's a poll in the nasty chat of who's the best Oilers goalie right now. Ingram 78%, Jari 22. It's a little.
What is it on? It's much closer on Twitter.
I got a Twitter one. Ingram 55.7 to Jari's 44.3. Coming off obviously back-to-back shutouts over the weekend.
Yeah,
the question pops up here. But where do you kind of go with this one? Who's the best Oilers goalie right now?
Come on, guys. We all know who it is, right?
You're going to say Pickard, aren't you? Got to give him some time.
No. I won't be that silly. We'll see after February 1st, but no. It's Ingram, man. The guy, the eye test alone on what this guy's doing right now. He makes everything look so easy. His movement in the crease is perfect right now. His rebound control. He's a black hole. There's pucks that they're still looking for that they can't find in his equipment. The only time, like last night, there was one little play where he scrambled, right? But if you actually go back and slow it down, he was still doing everything perfect. It's just his push with his right leg, somehow his foot slipped, right? He still would have been there, and nothing happened. Like I think I put in the text right now. I think Stan Bowman really has to think about the opportunity to extend him. I don't even know if Ingram takes it at this point, right? He's playing that well. He might be one of the most sought after goaltenders if he keeps playing like this and goes through and has a good playoff run. They might not be able to afford him. So I would, just with this body of work and seeing what he's capable of, and I think Darren Dreger said it too this morning when he was talking to Jamie McLennan, and you've heard Noodles say this.
Yeah, he said it lots
times. Yeah. He's watched like I haven't watched Ingram. I'll be honest, until he got here. I didn't know what he was capable of, and Noodles was firm in saying that this guy's a top NHL goaltender, and what we've seen over the last month, how can we argue with that? And at this point, with all the goaltending woes over the last few seasons with the Edmonton Oilers, I don't know how you take out one of your best players. And one of their best players, obviously Connor's been great this month, but I would put Ingram right up there in the Molson Cup standings because he's been awesome.
I know there's 3 goalies here, but Gager, this is just Jari and Ingram's net, isn't it? I mean, is that how you expect them to sort of handle this, or do you sprinkle in Pickard once every 2 weeks when the other 2 guys, Ingram especially, and you're hoping that Jari can, put together some consistent good play as well. I get it. You want to try to keep everybody happy, but I don't know how you start him over those other 2 guys right now.
No, you don't, Dusty. I think that the best thing for the Oilers, and I hate to say it, is for Calvin Pickard to go play in the minors, because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know if someone's going to get injured. You want your goaltenders playing. That's the most important thing. And the sitting around waiting for starts, having a guy go up to the press box. I mean, I would hate the fact, and I understand it, but Ingram didn't even go on the road trip to Vancouver. And I know it makes sense because he can stay at home, relax, and get ready for the next night and stuff. But that sucks, man. You want to be part of the team. You feel like a mercenary at some point, just coming in and specialty days. I don't think it's good for those guys to feel part of the team. I think it should be done sooner rather than later. Because let's face it, these are your 2 guys, and I think I really think you got to look into seeing what the possibilities to sign Ingram over the next few seasons, at least to coincide with Jari's contract, at least from what you've seen so far.
Was that you that left the note this morning with the coffee?
Yeah, that was me.
I figured as much. I really appreciate that. Showing up with the grounds. The note? Well, this is going to lead me to the next question, but I show up this morning, usually got to make the coffee, which takes, but it's taking a few steps away from my morning routine. Water in the pot, grounds in the holder, and a note saying, good to go, LTE.
Oh my God, Gager.
I had a feeling because I knew.
You're the Nuge of this place.
Well, I knew, and I showed up and the kitchen was spotless. I mean, you've done exceptional work in that kitchen duty. But this leads me to this. We have a staff meeting, obviously, Wednesday, in which the new duties and chores will be up for draft again. You obviously can't take kitchen again. Where would you want to go?
Well, don't we have to discuss, I don't think 2 people should be on vacuuming, right? I think it's...
Are we going to...
we should have 3 people on vacuuming because 2 couldn't do the job properly?
Oilers goaltending.
Well, I think it only takes 1, but when you add Hernan and Zach together, it's half a man, right? One of them says that plans this huge night out and doesn't show up.
Oh my God, man!
This is crazy.
I know, it's unbelievable.
He was talking to me about it, and then Dahmer comes in,
right?
Yeah, and he says this is going to be great. We're gonna go watch this game and then go see our boys. It's going to be awesome. I was mentioning about. He was asking me on Friday when I was scrubbing the kitchen. Hey, Gage, are you gonna make it out? And I go, I don't know if I can, buddy. I got stuff. I've or previous plans, or whatever. Yeah. But it was almost like luring me into a place where I'm not gonna, probably not even gonna go. Like if I went and he wasn't there, I would be furious. And I mean, I was watching a little bit of the post game. Looked like it was a great time. And then I didn't, but I assumed he was there with you guys. That's the thing. Like,
no, he didn't. He texted me at 9:40, blamed the other guys for not wanting to come.
Yeah.
And
he's good at that. Hey, it's always the
then he
side
texted me at 12:30 and said, "Love you, buddy." And I said, "Listen, I love you too, but I'm still torching you on Monday." Like he's on Oil Stream with me today, so by the time he gets to EST afternoons with you, Gager, there might not be much left of Hernan. He might be emotionally just.
I mean, just the way he throws Zach under the bus too. Like I go, "Hey, are you vacuuming today?" He goes, "Well, I did, but Zach didn't do anything." And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, man! I thought you were." I can't believe he's got to learn that team aspect. There's there's no I in team, Hernan. So me, I guess.
You've done an excellent job on the kitchen. You've set a high standard for the kitchen. Yeah. Now we said we're not going to allow back-to-backs, but I wonder, like, if I was to draft kitchen and Gage drafted something that I like, could we trade?
Are we opening that?
Could we trade?
No, but to his question too, are we keeping everything the same? There will be 2 vacuums. Like nothing's going to change.
I think there'll still be 2 vacuums.
That'll be okay.
I think it's all going to sort of stay the same. So Gage, let's say you can't have kitchen and you've got first overall pick, what chore are you going to draft on Wednesday?
I don't know. I guess I could do vacuuming. I guess. I mean that's fine. I don't know. We'll see. I mean it depends on where I fall in the order. Right?
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I'm. You just mentioned I'm kind of like the Nuge around the place anyway. Yeah. I'm the utility knife. I can do everything. Yeah. It won't be a big deal for me. I hope that whoever does get the kitchen though, kind of sees what's been done over the past few months. And this is another thing that sorry to bring up the selfishness of Hernan Salas, but he like in the contract he was stating that because at the top of the list it had the dates, right? It said November to December 31st. And so he just said it was well within my rights to not even vacuum at all because this contract states it's only between November and the end of December. There's nothing forward from January 1st. Well, I was making the argument, well, have you signed a contract with the EST? There's nothing to stop you from getting paid too. I was like, you better watch yourself here.
Gage, you're good stuff, buddy. We'll see you around the office a little bit later on, and maybe you're gonna have to bring an extra big hug for Hernan today. He might need it come 1 o'clock. So.
Okay, well I'll see you. I think I got one of those.
All right, there you go. That's Joaquin Gage. See you later, buddy. That's Gager joining us on the Firehouse Subs hotline. The Oilers have won 2 in a row, which means they're going streaking. It's the Firehouse Subs hot streak. You get a medium brisket hat trick for just $8.99 at all 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area. Today, Firehouse Subs, hot, hearty, and made to satisfy.
Darth 2, Hernan is the JT Miller of the East.
Oh my God, that's taking it too far. If you have first pick in the chore draft Wednesday night, which will be streamed live on our YouTube channel, it sounds ridiculous, but I know a lot of you psychos are going to be watching it. What would you want?
I don't want to give anything away here.
You don't?
That's what I was trying to fish it out of Gage.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I kind of want to keep my cards close to my.
Yeah, you and I just came off 2 months of chores.
Yeah. So we're tough act to follow though. If you are drawing kitchen,
I don't want
duty.
the kitchen. I'll tell you right now, I don't want the kitchen.
However good you do, it will pale in comparison to what Gager did.
Trev's pretty steady Eddie with the dusting. I wouldn't mind dusting.
Dusting was a solid
I'd take dusting. Yeah.
I like dusting. That was good.
Yeah.
Kitchen and bathroom, it's not my... I don't want either of those.
Oh, man.
And if I get them, I'll be upset.
Oh, no.
And you don't want that, Dusty. You don't want that.
Chore draft shortly after 7 o'clock Wednesday night.
But are you opening up the trade
Only
floor?
here. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
Post-draft trade floor.
Depends what you get.
Like post-draft trade floor.
Yeah.
Right? We're not trading picks and stuff.
Futures?
It's like after, if you want to trade chores, maybe that's open. We'll have to discuss it during the meeting.
Okay.
45 minutes of the meeting is going to be discussing if we should allow... Basically, we're just going to get everybody here Wednesday night to do a chore draft. And have some dinner. And talk about business. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done at William Huff, where Bruce over there actually does all the chores himself.
He's the they call him
that type
Nuge.
of leader. He's that type of leader. He's the Nuge.
Bruce Nuge Simpson.
They've been doing it since 1952. They're the best in the biz. WilliamHuff.com. All right, what did we learn on the show today, boys?
Well, I'd be remiss in not mentioning the McDermott dismissal in Buffalo. That's kind of kind of took the cake. I mean, I know it's been a Nuge show.
That was a big one,
and the
yeah.
likes have been huge, but in terms of breaking news during the show, yeah, I mean, the Bill is moving on from head coach Sean McDermott. And keeping Bean as GM, who will now lead the search.
Yeah, that one doesn't make sense to me, man. How long's he been there? Like he didn't come in during the McDermott era, did he? When did he take over?
2017.
So right with McDermott, basically, right before. So it's not like he took over partway through McDermott and this is his hire now. Like this is his big thing. This is his one. Yeah, that's a tough one. Trev, what'd you learn today, buddy? I learned that Trev was a hero today.
Yeah.
We had a FM connection issue in the very beginning of the show, and Trev was crawling around on the floor trying to make it work. You grinded it out, and we said earlier, it's the closest you'll ever be to defusing a bomb.
Yeah. What
with
can I
all the
say?
wires.
I'm
Yeah.
not as dumb as I look and sound and are. So there we go. Not bad. Yeah, that was crazy. I'll post a photo up on Twitter. Because there isn't just like one or two chords. That's like the most chords you ever seen in your entire
There's
life.
a lot of chords there. I mean, it's
crazy.
definitely a hazard.
Yeah, absolutely. But I fixed it. That's what I do. And I learned that Nasties think Ingram is at least the better goalie right now.
Oh, yeah, learning that in the chat and slightly bit more over on YouTube as they're on Twitter as well. Let's get to your sounds of the day for Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Hey, the sound of the day. Here we go.
Grow a mustache cause he's too young, but he's playing like a superstar. Oilers took him at number 93 on, and he's been great so far. No one was sure if he would make the team. Scott said his vision was the very best. Game-winning goals and 5-point nights. It sure looks like he passed the test. He's like 99 in a way. He rarely makes a mistake. He's on the right track, baby. Oh, the Nuge can play. Just make your way to the net. Stick on the ice and you're set. The Nuge will find you, baby. He was born to play. Along with
Dry? Not.
Everly, safe to say the Nuge can play. Baby, oh, the Nuge can play. Along with
Dry? Not.
Everly, safe to say the Nuge can play. On the right track, baby, oh, the Nuge
And then obviously special, memorable. What the guys put together and the way they made this night special night for myself and my family and friends was incredible and something that I'll never forget. And then obviously the fans out there, they're always electric, but the chants and stuff that doesn't go unnoticed. So just a lot of appreciation.
Sorry. And then to go in there and rip one top shelf in 5 minutes. Come on,
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. It's been, I haven't scored in a couple of weeks too, and obviously fun to do that on a night like tonight. So yeah, I mean, it is hard to put into words right now, but it was a lot of fun, and I thought the guys played great, and Ingo played outstanding, and I thought we just kept pushing and controlled the game.
I see a good thing rising. I see more goes on the way. I see McNugent, it is frightening. I see greatness when they play. They scored a goal tonight. Well, McNugent is quite a sight. It don't matter who's
there you go, Ryan Nugent Hopkins 1,000 games with the Edmonton Oilers. Seems like just yesterday he was a little baby Nuge coming out of Red Deer.
Not anymore.
Now he's the father. All right, let's get to your Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza.
It's the text of the day. Still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients you'll find. Top-notch service, too, for over 55 years. Order online today, www.royalpizza.ca, or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. Let's go with Ryan. Ryan is going to win the text of the day.
Fitting.
When Nuge, oh, yeah, that is fitting. When Nuge's parents had nightmares, they would come to his bedroom.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Congratulations, Ryan. You've won a gift certificate to Royal Pizza. Ryan, we're scared.
Son, wake up.
What? Calm down, father. Climb into my bed. We can rest for a bit. All right, there you go. Congratulations. Ryan has won it on Ryan Nugent Hopkins Monday. So that's it's a fitting finish to the show today. All right, what are we watching tonight, boys?
Well, the Natty. The Natty for Maddie.
The Natty is on the way, isn't it? Maddie probably hates us for taking the Hoosiers.
He had the U on that whiteboard. I X'd it out.
Did you?
I put IU.
I thought it was a pretty good U drawing.
Oh, it
good
was.
colors,
Yeah. I didn't. I put the X like kind of behind it. Like I didn't want to ruin it, but.
We got the Hoosiers at -7.5, boosted to +100 over on our EST specials page at Play Alberta. They are 7.5-point favorites tonight. They've been outstanding. I mean, they're on the verge of capping off one of the best seasons in college football.
Signetti is him.
Yeah. Think he gets one of these NFL jobs if he wants it? Might as well just stay with what you're doing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And it's a different college pros.
Different
that's
beast.
Totally,
yeah. I mean, money's almost the same nowadays. But, yeah, there's that going for you. What's coming up?
You're gonna ask guys, gonna wait for this. I've been waiting all show.
Yeah, Eric's got the old FM planner over there today.
What's coming up? Old 95.7 Cruise FM. Radiohead. Creep.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, listen to Trev sing "Creep" in the corner over there. I'm a creep. There you go. That's the only part I know.
Pure Morning by Placebo.
That's a good song. Yeah. What is that one up too?
No, but it should be.
Oh yeah.
That
one's got to be in the mix there as well. All right, 780-218-9999. A lot of fun today. Hammer the thumbs up for us before you take off, or don't take off at all. I'd prefer that. Turn on autoplay. Take you right over to the hangout. No Tommy today. Tommy's off because there's 2 games this weekend. Hernan's with me on Oil Stream, so it'd be Maddie, Murray McCourt,
and Steve Sandor, I do believe.
Sandor, he's always in for a great conversation.
Yeah, he's a good hangouter.
All right, that'll be a lot of fun as well. 43 likes away from changing 400, so hammer the thumbs up for us over there. I'll be back with the Lock Shop at 11. Lots to get into from the National Football League over the weekend, and an unusually busy slate in the National Hockey League tonight that Huss and I will certainly dive into. But the hangout is on the way next on TuneIn. It's on the way on iHeart. And it's on the way over on YouTube as well. If you've been listening on 95.7, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 o'clock. For YouTube Travel, Lieutenant Eric, I am Dustin Nielsen. Take it easy.